Hey guys, we're live. That's right. We're on the Archie Luxury channel and we are live today. We're live and broadcasting. Come on, guys. We want to have a fun show tonight. Tonight for the Americans. Guys, let's run the intro. Let's have some fun. Let's have fun. Let's get peppy. Let's get involved. Let's have some fun. Hi guys, it's Archie Luxury and we are live on the Archie Luxury live stream. Guys. It's Saturday morning in Australia, Friday night in the Americas. And this is the flagship watch channel talking things. Irex guy, come on, jump on here and say hello to Archie. Come on, say hello. Say hello to the fat guys. I'm starting to mellow out. Be cool. I don't want to be stressed. No more nasty stress. No more nasty stress. Calm down. Calm down. That's what I want to do, is calm down and be cool. So that is what I am working on. I am working. What I'm doing, concentrating on this great streams for today. What's happening in watch world? What is happening? What is happening? What is going on there, guys? We got it. We got many people who want to comment. If you've never come on the show, if you've never come on before, why don't you come on, have a chat? We'll talk watches. Come on. Come on. It's not nasty. It's not vicious. Come and have a chat. I got an email. Let me just read you an email. And I got a guy. This is an interesting interesting question he's thrown at me. He goes, do you have experiences with buying from a private seller on Chrono24? How safe is it? How safe is it buying from a private seller on Chrono24? Well, I got to be totally honest with you. It ain't for the brave, for the ones who you've got to be so careful. So careful about this question. My God, you want to be careful. What is it like buying on Chrono24? Well, it's a minefield. It's dangerous. I mean, there are good and bad. It's like buying something from Joe Public. There are good people. There are bad people. Now, he's asked this question. You've given me absolutely no information. For starters, what watch are you buying? Are you buying a Seiko? Are you buying a Patek, a Vacheron? Are you buying a Rolex? How much? What sort of watch are you buying? Next question is, is he in the same country as you? Are you in a different country? You've given me absolutely nothing to go off. I've just got a super chat for Watch Your Timing. AC3, thanks for your consistency with the live stream. Enjoy it every chance I can. That's Mr. Sizzler. Now, Mr. Sizzler himself, he also did a super chat last night. That's correct. Last night. And he asked me if I can find this. Let me just find this one. I had one here. And he said, he sent me $10 and he said he sent me, okay, Mr. What's your timing? Let's have a look here, guys. Let me just find this. I got to be honest with you. You got to be careful with this stuff. Buying watches from people you don't know, man, it's a minefield. It's a fucking minefield. It's a minefield, okay? So watch your timing. I just want to find your... Where did let me just find this. He says... Oh, that was that one. I'm just trying to find Watch Your Timing sent one last night. Oh, yes, Watch Your Timing. He said to me he was getting the Goyard watch box. The Goyard watch box. Yes. Well, it's a Goyard box. Goyard box. I love it, man. Beautiful box. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Absolutely beautiful. The Goyard box. Absolutely beautiful. So, yes, indeed. Now, let's get back to the super chats here. Let's get back to the show. We've got a super chat from Nelson Oliveira. $10. Archie, it's Friday night and Luxel should jump on. Of course. Rolex, jump on, man. Look, no hard feelings of anything. No hard feelings. You were welcome on. Come on, just have a chat. Just talk to you. I'd love to talk a bit of Porsche with you. Bit of Porsche, bit of car talk, bit of watch talk. That's it, man. Man, I say that in honest friendship to you. Honest friendship. Now, So you are welcome. Rolex, anyone's welcome. Jump on. We'll have a chat. Here we go. We've got Watch Your Timing, $2. The Goyard jewelry box for my wife. Here we go. We've got ABC. Hello, ABC. How are you?
Hello, Archie. How's it going?
Hey, it's not bad. What's going on with you?
Oh, not much. Just trying to sort out a few just follow-up appointments, just dentist stuff, really. Boring
Okay.
stuff. But, you know, it's
I
going
just want to
alright.
show you. I want to show you. This is Watch Your Timing. The Goyard jewelry box for my wife, Valentine's Day. Let me just bring this up. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It looks amazing. Look at this box. I'm just going to bring this up. And I love the colors you've chosen. That Goyard, that's sort of the signature colors. Man, that jewelry box, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's a gorgeous box.
What material is that inside? Is that any kind of special leather?
Well, normally they make them out of canvas. And the reason they do canvas is because these were luggage, and leather would go smelly if it got wet, whereas the canvas was kind of it had more water resistance. So that's why these here, they're in canvas. People think, oh, that's because it's cheaper. No, it's the history of the product. So
how much is one of these?
They're not cheap. Let's just say that. I think it's about £4,000, something.
Bloody hell.
£3,000, something like that. It wouldn't be under two. Can we say that? It wouldn't be under 2,000, 3,000, £4,000. They're not 5,000 US for this sort of thing, at least 6,000-7,000.
I can get an Omega or a Tudor from Breitling for that much.
Yeah, but it's that's not the thing. These are a nice little box. I had a few that were damaged in the burglary. I have a few slightly damaged ones going cheap soon. Once the insurance settles, I can sell those off. Mind you, I'm keeping them because the insurance company might want them back, which I'm more than happy to give them to the insurance company. I'm just we're just waiting for waiting to see what happens.
Why do they want them back?
Because if they pay you out for them, they own them. I'm not throwing anything away that was damaged until we've had a settlement.
Okay.
Otherwise, there's proof that you own them. If you throw them away, say, oh yeah, they were damaged, but I don't have them anymore. If they say, well, we want them, here you go. It's just proof that you had. You know what I'm saying or not?
Okay. Yeah.
I've only thrown stuff that was really damaged or fucked or low value. Nothing. You're best to keep stuff until it's settled, okay? But hey, I got a few super chats. Let me just get these super chats. We got Watching Your Timing, $2. Rolex is a cool guy. Come on, we love, man. It's not them or us. Just come on and have some fun. Talk watches and cars, and that's it, man. I don't mind if, to be honest with you, I'm trying to be more peaceful. Okay, let me tell you this. I'll tell you some health issues. Let me just get the next super chat and I'll tell you some health. Do you want to hear some health stuff or not?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Here we go. Bro, $2 Canadian. Tim has 230 viewers on now, right? Pick it up. Yeah, we just started. Bro. We just started, man. I can only do what I can do. So don't want to come. Let me tell you the story. My blood pressure is very high at the moment.
Sorry, one more from Trooper.
Oh, sorry. Trooper, €2.50. OP36 Black 116000. Spend all my money on it or not? Well, hang on. What? Okay. Would I buy an OP36? See, Trooper, you haven't told me. Is this your only Rolex, or do you want it? What's the story? I haven't heard anything about this. You haven't given me context. It's like the guy who says to me, what's it like to buy a watch from Chrono 24, private seller. He hasn't told me, number one, he didn't tell me what watch he's buying. He hasn't told me what the price is. Is it in the same country? He's given me no details. You ask me an ambiguous question, you're not going to get the best answer unless I know all the facts. Would I buy an OP? You haven't told me you're paying retail, above retail. You haven't told me anything. But generally speaking, an OP36 Black, it's a lovely watch. It's a really nice watch. I think they're a beautiful Rolex. But how many Rolexes do you have? You haven't given me any background. And we got two guests joining us. We've got the hunting cat and we've got the IREX guy. Man,
Hey,
that's
Alex.
good.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Arch guy.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing?
Hi, Arch.
Hey. Hey, Dave. Live
How you
streaming,
doing?
Dave.
Sorry
No
I missed yesterday, Archie.
Thank you.
Had an emergency.
Haha, thank you. Thank you. Yep, no worries. That's just my friend. He didn't realize I was live streaming. Good friend of mine. Look, let me say this to you. You've got to give me more information. Like someone said to me, oh, but by the way, I'm telling you my health problems, okay? Do you want to hear my health problems, ABC?
Okay, yeah, go on.
So basically, after the robbery and that, it's really affected me. We know this. It's upsetting.
Of course.
My blood pressure is high. I gotta calm the fuck down. Okay, I need to cool down.
Did you
Otherwise,
get your
I'll be
blood
dead.
panel done, Arch?
I have done the test, but I haven't got the results yet. I get that next week.
Okay.
But
you cutting down on salt intake, Arch?
yes.
That's a big one.
I actually
big
made
one.
some dinner last night for myself, vegetables and one lamb chop. And normally I would put salt on there. I didn't put, and you know what? I didn't miss the salt that badly.
You know,
I wasn't craving the salt.
I found the best thing to do is just not cook with salt and then add a little bit of salt on top when you're eating it.
Yeah.
And you'll get the same effect.
I don't even need the salt. I don't even need the salt. I
don't hurt you a bit.
even need the salt.
Do sea salt instead of regular salt.
Just don't cook with it. Don't add a bunch of it to the food.
Hang on there, Trooper. £2.50, private seller, 6,500, full set. It's my first watch.
Is that Aussie dollars? Trooper's Australian.
No.
Right?
No, he's paid in euro. Look at that, €2.50.
Oh, right.
Look, Trooper, your best way to gauge the price on this thing is to go, what would you say? Go on Chrono 24 and see what they're selling. Now, Chrono generally is a bit overpriced, but it gives you a price guide. You want a price guide, you jump on your Chronos. Now,
you cross
that sort of watch.
W.
See, you haven't even. Now, the problem is, Trooper, you've paid me in euros. You haven't fucking told me the currency. Is this US dollars? Is it euros? I assume it's what? Yeah. I mean, jumping on Chrono there, I would tend to say, see, you private seller, man, you need to give more information because I don't know the currency. I don't know nothing. Nothing. I'd be hesitant for my first watch to buy it from a private seller. I'd be more likely to deal with a dealer because you don't know what you're getting. Okay. It's like you're buying a Porsche, a secondhand Porsche. Sometimes it's good to buy it from the dealer. Buy it from the dealer. You may pay more.
Still going down in the UK. I saw a Submariner on eBay. This is the 40 mil date, so that's a double one.
Yeah, but hang on. So this had sold on eBay, or it was listed
for
on
sale. 9.5 grand quid, best offer. So that means he might accept 9 grand.
There's still a lot of money. What model? What model?
Hasn't been like that for about. I think it's 2016. Hasn't been like that for about a year and a half.
9.5 pound European
yeah,
pounds.
That's not. Let me just work that out. 9,500.
We excluded the watches, right? we get screwed, so we always pay a premium because
that's 16.5. That's a no date or a date?
date.
That's nothing special in my country. That's nothing.
No,
I mean,
but if I was to
it's
see them
reasonable.
face-to-face, I could probably
Sorry?
get them down. If I was to meet them face to face, if you were to meet someone face to face,
Well,
you
we
could
don't
probably
know.
get it for about 8.5, maybe 8.7, 8.8.
Now, I just want to clarify a few things here. For start, okay, so Trooper, €6.5 for this thing here. Okay, you know what? For his 36 mil, 10,000 Aussie. I don't think the price is that special, to be completely honest with you, Trooper.
No, it's a little high for an
Why?
OT.
Why do you have to buy from a private? Do you know this person? Is it a person in the same city as you? I kind of worry buying first watch from a private seller unless you really know them. This is a little bit dangerous. I'd be a little bit careful there. Now, Mike, someone's came to me. How are you? But you mentioned you may be getting some new watches.
In the near future, this next quarter of the
How
year.
are you paying for them? I want to clarify this. Someone's sent me a nasty statement. How are you paying for them?
Well, I may be selling one of my other watches off, and
okay, there we go. Because someone said, "Oh, okay, so you're selling one watch to buy another watch," which is fair enough. So
yeah, like a sideways move.
It's a sideways move. Okay, there we go. I just want to clarify that there. That's no problem. Someone sent me a thing. Oh, they thought you were spending your inheritance, and I said, hey.
No, definitely not.
And would that be a cheaper watch? You sell one and then you get some money and get a cheaper watch?
Yeah. There is some things going on with my family, with my uncle passing and my mother's illness, and so financially things may change for me.
Yeah.
But
my best advice to you, Mike, don't get a dog. Stay mobile.
I'm not dipping into my inheritance for a watch. That's the last thing I'm going to do.
Well, yeah, you don't want to start spending that until the people have, I mean, obviously, the other thing is I would not be buying a dog. You mentioned you may be getting a dog soon.
I want to get a puppy. Yeah.
Yes, that's a dumb idea, Mike.
I get the heck out of California.
Yes. Well, California, Mikey, let me tell you this. If you have a pet, how are you going to rent another place later on? You got to look at this scenario.
I don't have to worry about that.
But, Mikey, pets are a difficult thing. You just got
Archie, I've never been without a pet. I've
Mike,
always had
it doesn't matter. Mike, it doesn't matter.
Get a goldfish, Mike. Get a goldfish.
Yeah.
You have no idea of the pets I've had. I've had a pet hawk. I've had a pet wild boar. I've had
just 1 minute there. I got a super chat banking up here. Saint Pepsi, $10. Newbie here. Can I buy a Timex Expedition with Indigo? Will people make fun of me? Will it make me feel like a loser? Look, honestly, a watch doesn't make a person good or bad. There are many douchebags with expensive watches, and there are many super rich people who have cheap shitters. The watch really doesn't, honestly, watch doesn't really make any fucking difference. I'm sorry. I wish it did. I wish it did. I wear a bluesy at the moment. Does it make any difference? Not really. The watch doesn't make you cool or a good person. These are things that hopefully give us some enjoyment, but we don't really buy these things for other people. We buy them for us. buy them for us. And I don't think people sometimes get the wrong idea, and they just. I'm just having a look at this watch he was looking at. You know what? I got to be totally honest with you. The Indigo Expedition, I tend to like their more conservative watches. I'll just bring this up just to show you. This is actually quite an interesting comment. I think this guy probably did this comment as a joke to get a reaction. I actually don't mind. I'll show you what I don't mind. Something traditional. Look at that. Just simple watch. Timex Expedition Indigo. Look at that. Just a simple little watch, $40. $40 watch is a. Oh, sorry, I didn't display that. $40 watch is a $40 watch. So what? Nothing's wrong with that. What do you think, ABC? The watch doesn't make you cool or a douchebag.
Nothing. Oh, it's not a terrible watch. I mean, how much are they? About $50?
Yeah, I mean, will it make me feel like a loser? I mean, I don't think the owning of expensive material goods is the answer to happiness. You want to be a winner. I got to tell you something. I think some people place too much importance on. Look, if you want to buy something expensive, that's fine. If you want something cheaper, it really doesn't make. I mean, I know a lot of douchebags with expensive watches, and I know some really cool people who aren't into the hobby. So you got to buy it what you want. Saint Pepsi. Here we go. Saint Pepsi, $2. Not a joke. Just can't afford much more. Okay, what's Saint Pepsi? What was his comment on? Oh no, Saint Pepsi. He's saying about the Timex Expedition. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that.
It's a small watch, isn't it? Looking at it, it's a small watch. You can probably get a Seiko for.
I like the. You know that GMT Pepsi. I like the Timex GMT. The Q. You know the Q Timex. What do they go for now? $300. Okay.
I think you can get
similar to the watch I have. That my dad gave me.
Decent Seiko 5 for that money.
Yeah.
And we got the Narc on here. Hello, Narc. How are you?
What right have you got Mike? Tell Mike not to get a pet. He loves dogs. It's not like he's cruel to dogs. It's not like he rehomes dogs. He loves them.
No, but what I'm saying to him is, if he's not sure, he wants to maybe live in Thailand later. I'm just giving him some. Hang on. I'm giving him life advice. Okay. I'm giving him life advice. Okay? Life advice.
And
my life advice.
He's not going anywhere. He's never going to Thailand. Never.
And the companionship and lowering of stress by having a
he loves dogs.
Puppy companion is going to help you live longer.
And what's going to happen? Let me run this by you. If you okay. Just 1 minute there. I got to grab Trooper. I got a super chat here. So just to answer Saint Pepsi, Narc, the watch doesn't make the man. Will you agree with that?
Yeah, look at some of the people on these streams.
Yes,
exactly.
Exactly. So
I
mean, you can have
people from both ends. You know, rich people with a Timex and you know,
Sturdy Danny,
like
how are
you with Rolexes?
Yo, you all right?
Sturdy Danny, how you going?
Hey,
good.
Are you? You all right, mate?
Yeah,
not too bad. Here we go. We got another super chat here from Trooper. £2, €2.50. It's a trusted guy. Is it worth it? No 5mm easy link. Look, I think the answer is Trooper. It's not a bargain, but that's kind of what the money is. You didn't tell me how old it is. You didn't tell me box papers or the condition report. But look, let's assume it's in nice condition, box papers, full set. You know what? It's not a terrible watch. If you like the watch, If you say, "Oh no, I'm just buying it for investment," well, maybe not a good idea. But if you like this watch, I think it's okay. And if it gives you fun over many, many years, it's great. Only if you can afford it. Don't buy it because you think it'll make you happy. You got to make sure you really want this thing. What I'm trying to say is to Mike there, I'm trying to give him, full set. I said, yep, full set. You didn't say condition, but let's assume the condition is really nice. It's not terrible. It's not terrible if you want the watch. But if you're trying to do it as a flip to make money, I probably wouldn't do it.
Trooper, get a dog instead.
Now, I want to say this to Mike. I'm trying to give Mike life advice. And what I said to Mike was, the rents in California are fucking ridiculous. He was talking about getting out of that place he's in. I think it's very silly to stay in that place.
Read between the lines. He's rent-free. They've organised a deal looking after the mum.
Free. He
Look, very cheap.
But
he's not going anywhere. He's not going to Thailand.
Okay, well,
Archie, what is like?
I wouldn't be buying pets. I wouldn't be buying pets.
I wouldn't be buying
pets. I think that's
the way he treats his dogs.
I'm gonna.
He's not the kind of guy who rehomes a dog. He loves dogs.
And I kept that dog for 8 months. And
you're a dog lover, Mike. I believe you.
No, I'm an absolute.
That little mutt should have been gone a long time ago. That mutt should have been gone a long time ago.
Okay. I personally think, Mike. I personally think you're making a mistake. Okay. And I'm not going to stand. Let me tell you this.
Mistake, Arch, it's a small mistake. Okay, it's a minute mistake.
Mike,
if I decide to move,
if you ask me an opinion, the danger is I'm not a fucking yes man who just comes on here and says, "Oh, great idea." You know what? If it pisses me off, I don't care who you are. I will tell you.
Sure.
Okay. I think it's stupid. Okay. I think it's silly. Okay.
Okay. I know your reasons.
I think it's okay. Now, Irix Guy's nodding his head. Irix Guy, do you want to chip in something there? What do you think, Mike? Sorry, Irix Guy?
It's purely ignorant. I would not do it. I would not do it right now.
You got fucking raccoons as pets. What's that? Why is it ignorant?
Because they're monetizable, and I don't have to.
I see no problem having a pet. I mean,
I'll tell you. Let me give you the answer. Let me give you the answer. The problem with having pets is, number one, it means you've got to look after these fucking things. Number two, it means you've got to pay if they need to go to a vet, or you need to get pills, or you need to do this, or you need to do that. Number three, it makes you highly non-mobile. You've always got to look after this thing. It's a constant pain in the ass. It's like a Tamagotchi on a bigger scale. Okay.
But it's not going anywhere, Arch. That's the thing. You're assuming he's going somewhere. He's not.
It's better to be mobile.
No, it's not. Look, it's not a globetrotter like Lux.
I'm not going anywhere, and I've always handled owning a dog.
Mike, I'll ask you a question. Is there 1% chance you're going anywhere?
It's a 1% chance, and if it is, it's years down the road.
All right, get a dog, maybe 2.
Get maybe 3 or 4. Let's just build a kennel. Why don't we
get a raccoon? I've got 12 raccoons.
Here we go. We got Ken Fresno. Ken Fresno, $2. Mike, what platinum Rolex is on your radar?
What platinum Rolex? The Yachtmaster? Do they make that in platinum?
It has a platinum bezel.
Okay, platinum bezel. Or what else do they make in platinum? That's sports. They don't make anything. The next thing in platinum is Day, right?
Yeah, they got a few. It's very expensive. I think he's just being a bit facetious.
Mike, I've got a great idea for you. Why don't you become a dog breeder?
Sure. Why not?
I'm serious.
Now, I just want to say this. Have you seen my Archie Luxury, the life advice series? I'm just writing down as we're
Come on, Archie. You just took a blood test yesterday. You took a blood test yesterday. Now they're giving life advice. I want a poll about your results. Pre-diabetic, fatty liver, large prostate, all above. Can we do a poll?
No, we're not going to do a poll because I want to be calm and cool.
I've got a parlay bet.
Here we go. We got MX5NC, $3. Could not live with dog hair in the house. Totally get it.
That's why you got vacuum cleaners.
You also don't want dog hair. you also don't want dog hair in that beautiful MX-5 as well. Where's he going to
I'm-
sit? On the seat? Ugh.
I'm getting
That
a
makes me-
dog that has hair, not fur. They also call them hypoallergenic. You have to take them and have them periodically
Mike.
groomed, but they don't shed.
No, dog
Mike.
breeding.
So-
Mike. That's where the money is. Dog breeding.
Mike, Nark. That's ridiculous. Okay.
Why?
That is
You can make
absolutely.
money.
I'm not going to
Nark,
breed dogs.
Nark,
When
Nark.
you get a
Nark,
rescue
let me
that's
ask you
already
this. How do I
fixed.
get Curly back to my dungeon? Tell me that. That's the question I want you to answer for me. I don't
He's
care
not
about
coming
this.
back. He's not coming back,
Hey,
Arch.
Why is that? Why is he not coming back?
You didn't give him a Christmas card. I'm serious. You
I think
didn't
it's
give him a
because
Christmas card.
You drove him fucking crazy. That's what happened.
No,
you
no.
drove him crazy.
Don't blame me, Arch. Don't blame me. It wasn't me. He had enough. It was an excuse
I
to
think it was you. I think it was
No.
you, Nark. Nark, it was you, okay? Now, let me say this to you. I love you, Nark, but the
But-
thing is,
but
you should not be encouraging panelists to buy fucking dogs when we're in a very
no,
tight...
no. It's a business opportunity. Dog breeding.
No.
I'm not going to buy a dog. I'm going to.
Okay, hang on
Hey,
1 minute.
two
There. We
dogs,
got
Mike,
Bill
two
Bob.
dogs.
Bill Bob, 1 minute. $2 super chat. Bill Bob, $2. Mike the Snake is broke selling his car and buying watches. Fake me dead. No, he sold his car because he wanted to buy something out. That's perfectly okay,
I
Bill.
sold my car. Believe me,
He's not
I
broke.
don't wait.
He's not
I don't
broke.
wait till the very last second to do
Now
things.
listen to Mike. Mike, they're trolling you. You ignore them.
I know they are.
Dog
because,
breeding. Mike, dog breeding.
I sold my car long before I literally needed to, but I saw the writing on the wall, and I'm being responsible with my finances, and I'm going to get a dog. It's going to be a rescue. I'm not going to go buy a dog. Okay.
Full breed. We're talking
And,
breeding. Mike.
No, he's not.
yeah, no,
Nark,
I'm not
Nark,
going to
Nark,
breed
Nark,
dogs,
Nark.
man. I'm
Okay,
not.
okay.
I'm not
Steal
into
one.
that.
Okay,
They'll
now
be
let's get
safe.
back. Let's get
Steal
back
a
onto the. Let's get back onto the watch talk here. Nark is kind of derailing us. Okay, now let's just keep going with the. We got Zero Fike Curly $5. Don't blame Nark. No Christmas card and Mike the Snake hurt my feelings. Rehoming Scooter. I
didn't
don't
rehome
work
Scooter. I
for
rehomed
dog
Skipper.
haters.
So that's Curly. That's Curly there. Arch, you
Yeah.
told me you didn't send him a Christmas card. Exactly.
Actually,
I'll quote what he said.
Scooter was
said,
18
"We want-
years old and died on me, and I was left with
Forget
Skipper.
the dog now. Arch,
And I
Arch, this is what
rehomed
Curly said.
Skipper.
Curly, so that's Curly there. He goes, I made 30 grand for the fat fuck, and he didn't say Merry Christmas to me. That's what he said. That's quote unquote.
Okay.
Now I'm still here, Arch.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get
But
a dungeon going today after the stream. Okay, does that sound good?
Like I said, I'll have to step out with my daughter. When I get back, I'll jump on. So it has to be crowdsourced. People have to help here. We need
No
TW. He's the true talent. Give him the keys.
Okay.
Mike, get a dog. Get 2 dogs.
I'm gonna get a small dog,
Here-
just like I had.
Here
a
we
little
go.
Terrier. It
Trooper.
doesn't have
Just
shit
hang on.
down.
Get these super chats. Trooper, €2.50. Arch, pull up the 116,000. Please tell me drip or skip. Good question. This is actually a really good question because it is a beautiful watch here. I want everyone to know Rolex 116,000, and it's a black one. It's black as well. Black dial. Let's see this baby here. Look at this. How could you not love this sort of watch? Look at that. It's beautiful. 36 mil, Oyster Perpetual, no nonsense Rolex.
And they make
How-
them in 40 or 39 too, right?
They make a few sizes, but he's looking. This model here is the 36 mil.
I
So
really like the OP. It was never on my radar, but when they came out with the multicolor, I noticed it, and then I really fell in love with it, just as a watch.
I reckon Trooper says this is his first watch. I'd probably buy it. I reckon it's beautiful. As long as it sings to you and you like it, hey, beautiful watch. Ken Fresno, $2. Mike, which Kerry Voutilainen is on your radar?
I don't know what that means.
It's a very expensive watch. He's just being facetious because it's sort of it's cool. And we got the Diggler, the Dirk Diggler, Dirk Diggler ribs, $5. Arch, don't worry. The Watch Curly Q show will upset his co-host Watch Nick, and he will be back under 1 month. Just welcome him back when he comes back. Okay, Dirky. Look, you know what, guys? I can only try my best. There's not much I can really do here. I can only try my best. That's it. I can only try my best on these streams. Let me just tell you, ABC, you're there. I want to tell ABC something. So with my health, look, I honestly think the best thing I can do is cool down, calm down. That's it. I got to be cool and happy, and I got a lot to be happy for. RX guy, I just want to cool my life down and have happiness. I want to pursue happiness. Does that make sense? So that's
Definitely does.
That's what I'm after. Absolute bore, $2. Where is TW, the youth counselor? Thank you.
I don't want to talk about it, Archie. Don't want to talk about it. Stop parking.
Yes. It's
You didn't even get that, did you?
Yeah, I do get it. I'm just so shocked.
Fucking kilt stream, mate.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking bad. It was. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what that guy. His voice. He has this ability to just kill it stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, he fucking definitely died, mate.
If he was a weed spray, we'd be making a fortune. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mikey, I got to tell you something, Mike. It's fucking stupid to get a dog because it stops you being portable. No dog. If I were you, I'd become a minimalist. I would start getting rid of shit and say, right, eventually I need to get out of this place. I would get rid of stuff, sell stuff off you don't really need, and think, where do I want to take my life on the next part of this adventure?
Mississippi.
Hey,
Listen,
I'd like to go to Arizona. I want to go to Arizona. I want to go to. There's so many great states, right?
I don't have those
And the best
options
thing-
yet.
The best thing you can
I've got
do
my mother
is
to take care of right
but
now.
what I'm saying to you is the best thing you can do is get rid of shit, unnecessary crap in your life. The last fucking thing I would be doing is getting a fucking pet.
If I got
Okay,
a
that's
pet and I decided to move, there's 10 people that would gladly
Mike,
take on
why
my
is
pet.
it you've always got excuses, okay?
I don't have always
They're a
have
pain
excuses.
they're a pain in the ass. Pets are a pain in the ass. Okay?
Listen, I
They're
had
difficult.
pets. One died on me that was 18 years old.
Mm.
The other one I got as a companion for that dog, and I happily owned them both. But the other one wasn't really for me, but she was best friends with my old dog Scooter.
Okay, that's enough.
And-
That's enough. Hang on, stop. We got to do a wristwatch check. Finchy, £2 wristwatch check. I'm wearing the bluesy. What are you wearing, Danny? Oh, 30 dial. Look at that, 30,
nice.
Danny. What are you wearing,
Nice.
IRIX guy? Oh, Rolex no date sub. We've got ABC. What's ABC wearing? Is he still there?
I'm here. Let me just go and get my watch. I'll be back in a minute.
And what is Mike wearing? What are you wearing, Mike?
I was working today, so I've got my Seiko on.
It's okay. Seiko Pog.
No, I've got my Samurai on.
Samurai.
My Pogue
So-
is a special occasions watch. That's the watch my dad gave me.
Dad, I know the story. Now, let me just tell you this. In all honesty, I'm trying to give you advice because I love you, not because I want to upset you.
I realize that.
SVT Snack, $2. TW Destroyer of Worlds. Thank you very much, SVT Snack. Surdy Danny's here. Danny, tell me what's going on in your wristwatch world there.
I seen what am I after or what?
Yeah, what's on your horizon?
I've always fancied getting the Batman,
Oh,
but then I
look at this
Discount
ABC discount diver.
Ooh, look at that.
Super
I
Ocean
love it, man.
Heritage.
Love it, man.
Love this
Love it.
watch.
Bill
love
Bob, $2. Mike the Snake just needs a few more grails, don't you think?
Yeah, a couple more.
We all
grails.
need a few grails. There's no question of that.
Oh, something to dream for. Something to dream
So,
towards.
Surdy Danny, tell me this. Anything on the radar?
Yeah, I fancy a Batman.
Really?
Keep putting it on and off. Yeah. Just I've liked them for a while.
Oyster
So I
or
fancy one-
Jubilee?
Oyster.
No, so the
Okay.
polished center links are going to still give you grief, yeah?
That's why I haven't gone for one. I think yeah, I'll get one, and then I got to get one, and I think it's them polished center links. Fucking worse than gold ones for marking them.
Now, come on there. That's just ridiculous, Ivar. I'm going to have to time you out. Mike has always looked after his dogs, okay? Please, don't.
Scooter's buried in my backyard right now.
Yeah.
And
Irix guy, tell me this. What do you think of this YouTube business? Is it fucking madness? Just speak freely. Is this bit? What do you think of this thing? Is it fucking crazy, or what would you say?
It's crazy, and they pivoted more towards short form videos to compete with TikTok. But check out the content creator audio library, because they're going to be offering some opportunities for using commercial music, and they just announced that. So that may help.
But tell me this, Irix guy, this whole Archieverse thing here. How long do you reckon I got left in this business?
You've got as much time as you want.
TW on.
Sorry.
So not fucking long if you keep letting TW on.
Yeah, you gotta. You can't let people steal the leads, and I mean, you're number one. Everybody's emulating you.
Yes.
Even the big shots, like what's his name, Nico. He emulated you.
Yes,
but he's got a big marketing team with a marketing budget, so that's the difference.
Yes.
I just shoot it like it is. I'm not here to put any fluff out there. So.
No, fluffer. You're not a fluffer. You're there to tell me the truth. Yeah. I got to be totally honest with you there. It's a very tricky thing. All this stuff is tricky. What can you say, guys? It's really tough. Now, Mikey, we love you, and I'm just saying, I'd want to be more mobile. If I was a man in America who didn't have kids, didn't have a wife, I would want to be free, and I would look at some opportunities in some lower cost states. San Francisco is fucking crazy crazy city. It's a city of LA. I'd be looking at lower cost.
Archie, I tell you what I do really fancy, but
yes.
I don't know if I'll wreck it.
Yes.
Just, do you remember when you had the yellow gold Calatrava, just the freehander and just the wine one?
Yeah. Beautiful watch.
I fancy something like that, but I think I'd wreck it. I'm a bit heavy-handed.
Yeah. Trooper, €2.50. Is it smart to go all in or save more and wait? Which you're talking about that one watch. Trooper was looking at. Let's be honest there, Trooper. It's one Oyster. If you really like that watch, that was the 116,000. Is it silly to go in or not? Look, it is what it is, man. It's a beautiful watch. Really, it's expensive. It's not cheap, but why not go all in? Why not?
I think it's a great first Rolex.
Why not?
It's a great entry-level Rolex.
Is that the watch Green Room had, yeah? Same watch?
Yeah, he had the blue one, a blue dial one.
Oh, yeah, blue.
And then he sold it. He didn't, for some reason, he didn't like it. And he got most of his money back. He put it on consignment, and he got most of his money back. And that's okay. I don't understand a lot of things with him. Now, Irix guy, this streaming thing here, I've been doing this streaming. Any pointers you can give me? See, we have people who come on. I've got hosts, and look, I think when you're doing these live streams, it's good to have a panel. What do you think, Irix guy?
I think a panel's good, and I think you've definitely got a diverse panel. I mean,
what makes you come on? What makes you come on this stream? Why do you come on?
So why did I come in today? Because some of my businesses, they were doing okay, and I just stepped away from it. I said, you know what? I'm going to have a Pusser's rum. I'm going to drink it with some ice, and I'm going to get on Archie Luxury because he gives me the best watch advice. And I mean, honestly, as everybody may not know, when I stumbled upon your channel, all I had was Omega Seamaster 300M Blue Wave dial, and following your advice and going through ADs throughout the Caribbean, and they all know you, by the way. But I followed your advice, and you've never steered me the wrong way. And the only mistake I made was Baum and Mercier Cosima Executive. I bought that. It was an impulse buy, and I got rid of it. And then I got the JJ Lecoq Master Control.
It's a beautiful one. You still got that, haven't you?
Oh yeah. I would never let go of the JJ Lecoq.
Baum and Mercier is like bomb.
Yeah.
They're a bomb company. Yeah.
Alex, have you had a pint of whiskey today, mate? Alex. Muted, mate. Muted.
He's muted.
Oh, I'm muted. I said this is Pusser's rum. Sorry about that.
I seen a video of you drinking a pint of whiskey.
The video about the whiskey?
Yeah, when you fucking had a big pint glass and you had whiskey in it.
Oh yeah, with Macallan.
You fucking cracker.
Yeah, I remember that video.
Did it get many views?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I'd have to look back my analytics. My JJ Lecoq videos got a lot of views.
I like ones when you're making shit food.
That was a great video. I love that.
Now, watch talk, guys. I got to tell you something. What's your favorite low-cost watch? What would you buy as the cheapest low-cost watch you could get?
Who's that, sir?
This is the luxury channel. Sorry, now that we've woken up, let's talk expensive watches.
No, mate, you asking question.
Yes, 100% right there.
And
100% right.
Define low cost as well. What's over like $3,000 and over?
Have you heard about the new Pelagos that's come out there, the 39?
Are you talking about FXD on NATO strap, mate?
100% right. Have you heard about the new Pelagos 39? What do you think of that idea?
Titanium's a problem.
You've got 19 plate one, mate.
I would search out my old original Pelagos and replace it before I bought a 39.
Okay. Quite a good looking watch. I quite like these. I think they've done the right thing.
There's no issue with the titanium either. There is no issue with titanium. It doesn't scratch that much easier.
But the issue is the perception. When you've got it on your wrist, you don't feel like you're wearing something proper.
No, my Pelagos weighs the same as my Submariner. So,
really,
yeah,
I'm done with Tudors. I'm done with Tudors, actually.
But you've got a lot of Rolex in that there. I mean, let's be honest. You've got the means to pay for it. I mean, Danny,
but it's not about that. It's just I had the Diet Pepsi. You put it on, it was top heavy, and it was either too loose or too tight. It needed an half link. It wasn't comfortable. It kept dropping down and on top because it wasn't balanced.
It needed a NATO strap, lad. It needed a NATO strap.
Need a proper NATO strap from Amazon, mate.
And then I had the 58. I've had that twice in both variations. The black one.
Yep. And the blue.
And
yeah,
I've not had the blue. I've had the black one twice, and that was probably best Tudor I've had. I've had the bronze one as well, but I got rid of that because it didn't patina like I wanted it to. But I fucking hate snowflake hands. Hate them.
Ah, you don't like snowflake
No,
hands?
them
Fuck.
fucking look shite.
Yeah, okay.
Especially on that
taste.
Diet Pepsi when they fucking got about 4 on it. It's just just looks
Okay.
that looks like something from Minecraft.
Okay.
They're definitely an acquired taste.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's be honest there. Tudor itself there.
They make a hell of a watch, though.
I think that's the entry level point. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. What would you say if you saw that on the wrist? That's just a nice watch, isn't it?
It is a nice looking watch.
Now they've got this new, you mentioned that the bracelet, they got the new T-Fit system is easy and quick to adjust, offering a wide enough. So this is this new system. This is the T-Fit. Look at this. This could be the answer to your prayers, Danny.
No, I've sold all my Tudors now. They've gone.
And look, we got the Narc bat. Hello, Narc. How can we help you today? Hello? Okay, maybe he wants to be in the background. That's okay. Oh, what's he got here? What's he doing? Let's have a look here. What's he doing? What's the Narc doing? Tell us what you're doing, Narky.
I think you got to get RX Guy as an advisor.
Okay.
Look at this. Look at this channel. Look at it. Hey, look at the viewers.
Yes.
Look at the viewers. Maybe fitness advice. Let's have a look here.
Yeah.
I want to give fitness advice from RX Guy.
He looks fit there. What's wrong with that?
All right, the legs, okay. I look at the face. It's bloated.
Yeah.
Do you drink alcohol? You're bloated mess there, RX Guy. What the hell's going on?
He looks quite healthy. I think he looks healthy.
He's bloated. Look at the chins. 1, 2, 3, 4 chins.
Oh, come on, don't be nasty, okay? He's not.
No. Legs okay. Upper body's
hands
okay.
are
But
okay.
that head looks like it's been photoshopped. Sorry, RX Guy. That body's not yours. I want you to take another photo with the latest newspaper. This is Photoshop.
Okay.
What do you have to say, RX Guy?
Actually, legitimately, it's not.
You're holding a lot of water weight on your face. Is that right? You drink alcohol?
But I did about 40 miles in the Appalachian Mountains, so I dropped a lot of weight. So that's
but you were driving your car.
No, I was not driving my car. I was check out my backpacking videos.
All right, look, you're doing these YouTube videos for troll. You're not getting any views. You say you have businesses. You're doing come on.
It's growing. I mean, it's almost
85,000
subscribers.
Let's have a look.
It's I think
760, 72, 88, 110, 163. So it has grown.
Yeah, but check out that video, that Backcountry Campsite 28. Pull that one.
Look, everyone can have a viral video. Come on, RX Guy, come on. You're trolling with your channel.
Are they Toby jugs in background?
Are they what?
Toby jugs in background.
Oh, these books?
Behind you. Yeah, are the Toby jugs then?
Like Steins. Nice. Beautiful Steins.
Where did you get those from, RX Guy?
Germany.
Yeah, Germany. Yep.
I want to know what's in his mug. That's not coffee. You're doing a no sheen, aren't you?
Puster's. Puster's is in my mug.
Any alcohol in it?
Oh yeah, Puster's Navy rum. It's some pretty stout rum from the British Virgin Islands.
Anyway, RX Guy, I love you. I mean, I've subscribed to your channel. I watch at least one video every day. Mike, get 2 dogs. I gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
It's a fucker, isn't it?
But is he your favorite character on the program?
I fell right into that one yesterday or 2 days ago.
Oh, Mike, you're my favorite character, man.
I got to tell you something. You know what? I think the secret is there, RX guy. Man, this industry can burn people out. You know, Lux Report. He had that channel. The dungeon. He got over 120 subscribers. He was making far more money than me, and then it all ended because he what he did was he used a lot of Joe Rogan stuff. You know, Joe Rogan said you could use a lot of his stuff, and it was kind of controversial stuff. You know, people, they didn't like that stuff became poisonous. It's like MGTOW became poisonous. You remember that, IREX guy? MGTOW stuff that turned.
Yeah, everything's kind of sketchy now. I did drone.
Hey, you don't know what's going to be profitable.
Yeah, I did drone Jeffrey Epstein's island. I went down there and got my drone out and flew over his island.
Yes,
So
you
I've
got a lot of
bunch
money out of that.
Jeffrey Epstein Island videos. That was pretty cool. I would never go to that island, but I did drone it.
Yes. Could you get in trouble for that now?
Everything I did was in compliance at the time.
Yep. Well, the license has changed now, hasn't it?
It's when I did it, everything was fine.
Yeah. No. I completely understand there. I got to be totally honest with you, Danny. I've just answered that question for you. This new Tudor Pelagos 38, it's got the new system for the bracelet. This is why I brought this up for you.
Yeah, but it's not on the Diet Pepsi, is it? But
but hang on.
Lovely.
Look at this. This is the new system. This is the new system. It's got the new link thing. Look.
Yeah, I reckon they might bring out a Coke.
Probably will do. And then a fucking bimetal Coke with Tudor.
No, GMT steel Coke.
The thing I find hilarious here, look at this. They talk about this, the competition. Considering competition for the Pelagos 39, they go on to say, so it's 4.6 US. And then they go on the bigger one, the 42, that's the standard Pelagos, is 4.9. So it's a little bit cheaper. Fair enough. They talk about the Black Bay 58. Yeah, I think that is a competitor. But then they talk a lesser point, Citizen or Baltic. They're fucking not even in the same league as Tuna. Not even in. And then they said you go the other way. There's Grand Seiko. I'd prefer the Tudor. I think as a good diver, look at that. That's fucking, for a young man, that is fucking sporty, isn't it?
It's submariner sporty.
That's a beautiful watch. How is that not a beautiful watch? That's fucking gorgeous, man. For the money.
With Mercedes hands on.
I just think Breitling is more of a watch than Tudor.
Yes. Yes, second hand. You got to buy Breitling second hand. Ken Fresno, $2. IREX, what is the best remedy for thigh chafing? Actually, fuck, thigh chafing is a bitch. What's the best remedy?
Do you know what
something called bag balm? It's made for cow udders. It's called bag balm.
Oh,
a lot of women use it. Bicyclists use it because it allows slippage in their bifold. But yeah.
And here we just very sorry, Mike. Sorry for interrupting.
Bag balm is the ticket. That's the answer to that question.
Hey, I'm going to read this out as a courtesy because he did actually super chat so much money. Timepiece Esquire, Archie Luxury live stream. What a riveting panel. Best you've ever had. I am confused why you aren't getting more super chats. Timepiece, please start super chatting.
Is that tongue in cheek? I think it is. He's taking the piss, isn't he?
It's because he is.
Hey, do you know what my story is behind the Super Ocean? When I first saw the Super Ocean, I thought it's too much polish, it's too much dazzle, and not enough contrast. But then I saw the blue one on someone's wrist at a trade show, and I thought, you know what? I've got to get one. And I did. A few days later, I got the previous generation, one with that aluminium bezel and black. He had the blue ceramic one, and I thought, oh my god, that watch looks so good.
I got to tell you something. I don't understand this, right? They made it a retro watch. The Super Ocean Heritage 2 is a retro watch.
Yeah.
Did they really have to use ceramic? Because it should have been aluminum. That's what a vintage watch would have. Aluminum.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and then in the first iteration of the ceramic, they had a white date wheel, and then on the next one they've matched it with the dial color. I don't know. I prefer the white date wheel personally.
Well, you know, Tudor and Breitling are now sharing the same movements.
Yeah, that's right.
On a lot of their watches, that did a collaboration there, and
Tell me this, Mike, would you get one of these? Would you get one of these Pelagoses? This new 39 Pelagos? Maybe that could be a good watch. What do you think? You loved your Pelagos, didn't you, Mike?
Oh, I would go get back and get the same one I had. It had the.
Did you lose money on selling it?
No, I got what I paid for it back out of it, and but the bracelet on that has the little springs that allow it to auto kind of adjust when let's say your wrist swells up and it starts fitting tight. It's got springs in it that allow it to flex open, and that buckle is amazing. And I mean, maybe their new buckle is adjustable, but you know, the older Pelagos are just the size and everything about it is just better. And I had mine, and I loved it to death. It was my favorite watch, but it was also the first most expendable watch. So when I found something that I wanted more right at the moment, that was the one to go, because my Speedy and my Rolexes are ones that I'm hanging on to.
I have got to say though, this is the best looking Tudor I've seen, if I'm honest.
It is. I'm waiting on the Black Bay 58 GMT. That's the one I've got on my radar.
Yeah, that'll go mad if they release that. And if
they
release that
58 Navy, which I like, and I've got the Reverse Panda Chrono. I like it too. Even though it is a little bit bigger, it does look better on the wrist than the specs would suggest.
How big is the 58 Chrono? Is it 40 millimeters or 41?
The Black Bay 58 is just, it's just wind and wear. It's 39, and the Black Bay Chrono that I have is 42 mil.
Okay.
But you know what? It might
very
have
much
to be
endorse
thick.
That watch.
It might have to be thick like the Black Bay Pro to add the date complication onto it.
That's a problem. That's the reason I didn't get the Black Bay Pro, is because of the case height.
Well, the original Pelagos was not overly thick, 42 millimeters, I believe, and it was pretty much as close to a Submariner to the perfect watch as one can get, in my opinion.
Yeah, Pelagos is nice. There's no doubt about it.
There's no issue with the titanium either. I weighed them. It weighs the same as a sub, and the titanium, as long as you're not out there banging it up against stuff, it doesn't scratch any more or less easy than steel.
Well, probably the problem I had with it, Mike, when I tried on the Pelagos in Turks and Caicos, I had my Ulysses Nardin Maxi Marine Diver on, and that's a pretty heavy watch. And that's probably why I felt like, oh man, this thing is so light. That was the Pelagos. Was it 42 mil, the original?
Yeah, it's actually not that light. I mean, it has heft to it. It's a largish watch, and it weighs the same as a sub. So I think if you'd taken and put a sub on, you would have had the same feeling.
I need to do that. That's you provided a great visual, and that's something I never thought about. That's really cool.
Now, guys, I got a super chat here from the mask. And Timepiece Esquire, just send $1 super chat. Come on, come back, Timepiece Esquire. The mask, $5. I know you have reviewed the Omega Okay, we'll call that up in a minute. But I really like it. Okay, so let's get that number there. 304. Give me the number. 304 dot. Give me the number, Irex.
304.30.44.5.2.01.001.
Yeah, you don't need the last two decimals.
Damn. That's almost like a Grand Seiko number.
It's crazy.
And
it's
Showcase
crazy.
Watches memorizes them.
Yes, it's just
he
crazy.
remembers them. He memorizes them, he remembers them.
Now, this is the Moon Phase Speedmaster. The Omega Speedmaster Moon Phase. And what do I think of? What do I think of this watch? What do I think of this watch? No, it's not the classic one. It's the Moon Phase. You know what? I don't think it's for me. I prefer the standard one. It's expensive. It's really expensive, and for that sort of money, I would rather get the standard Halcylite or the Sapphire Sandwich. See this watch here,
and you can buy a Seamaster on top of that.
Yes. What movement is this one using? You know what movement this one's using?
I think it's the same as the chronoscope.
It's a coaxial automatic movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a manual wind. It is a column wheel. Believe it or not, this is actually a column wheel chronograph. I don't know if you know that.
It's not iconic.
It uses the caliber 9904. And it also, this watch here, also, it's 44 mil case. I think it's...
Ooh, that's big.
Actually, I got a better photo. I'm going to bring up a better photo for him. I got a better photo. I just found a really nice photo.
Yeah,
Here we go. Here's one. Look at that. It's actually quite... Look at how they do the date. They got the date. Is that the date? Yes, that's the date.
Yeah,
sorry.
Gotta pull it up.
Sorry. Pull it up, Arch. Pull it up. Here we go.
Pull it up, Arch.
I don't think I'd buy it. The mask, I wouldn't buy it. I think it's expensive, but if you really do like it, it's actually it's got a lot going for it. 44 mil, coaxial column wheel chronograph. It's actually got some good shit. It's got some good shit.
It's enough of a departure from the Halcylite to just be in its own league as far as speedies go.
Now, guys, I got some bad news. Do you want to see some bad news?
Sorry, before you go away from that, what do you think of the Speedmaster Moon Phase with the 4 subdials with the 12 o'clock?
I don't like it.
No, don't like it.
No, they did that in a reduced. They did that in a reduced as well.
Oh no, not reduced.
About these Speedmasters is that them polished, them little thin polished bit. I think it makes the bracelet look cheap as fuck. But they do that.
Look at
one without them now, don't they?
Only the Halcylite.
I just want to show you something. Top watch retailer shares crash as Rolex bubble deflates. Have a look at this. This is the market. Another anonymous sign. The Rolex bubble deflates is a disappointing earnings from Watches of Switzerland Group, PLC, a top watch seller in the UK. Analysts were caught off guard when Watches of Switzerland Group reported weaker than expected sales for the third quarter and lagging US demand, according to Bloomberg. Shares in London plunged as much as 16%, the most in 2 years. Look at that. You can see the share price. So Watches of Switzerland said signs of a slowdown have emerged. He said some customers waiting on lists for Rolex and other top brands had recently deferred purchase when they received the call that it was available. Watches of Switzerland is a top retailer of Rolex watches in the UK and one of the largest in the US. Look at that. There you go, guys.
So what's it saying, actually, that they're going down in price? Is that...
No, what they're saying is the demand. This is the share price for Watches of Switzerland because they're a publicly listed company. But what they're saying is that the demand behind it is not as strong as it was. They've had some bad quarters. Okay, things are. Look at that. The share price fell because the watch retailer crashes as Rolex bubble. It's deflating. It hasn't gone bang. Deflating. That's what we're saying. It's deflating.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? Because we can get more stuff then.
Good point.
Yeah, it's a buyer's market.
That made me happy. I couldn't give a shit what the worst. If I can get people, I'm more happy.
I got to tell you, IREX guy, it's been this YouTube space here. I'm carving out my niche. It's all I can do is carve out my niche. What other things can you do if you leave YouTube? What other career options can a 50-year-old man like me do if they left YouTube?
No, well, with them 6 pictures of you in shower, Archie, I think you could do OnlyFans.
OnlyFans? Okay.
Uber Eats.
Is it really that bad? Do you reckon the employment situation is that bad, Mike?
I considered it a little while ago.
But wouldn't the cost be too much in the BMW? That would be...
Well, I considered it. Now I've got an economy car. Make a lot more sense. But I'm now having to care for my mom, and so things have changed pretty dramatically. With
Archie, do Uber
Churro.
Do Uber food, Archie. I've got a few mates that do that, and they do all right, innit?
Yeah, no, I got a friend that makes $200 to $300 a day, working about 4 to 6 hours a day. Starts early in the morning, only takes orders $25 or more, and just jumps right on them and drives around and delivers people's food, gets a tip, gets paid. He makes $200, $300 a day.
But with that California cost of living, that won't even pay for the sheets on the bed.
Yes, that's exactly.
I mean, I'm not insulting you, I'm stating the truth.
Good low-cost about America. I've always fantasized about America. I would love. I watched so much TV when I was a kid. I love America, and where I'd like to go, I got to tell you honestly, where's low cost? Tell me where like Manhattan. I love Manhattan. You know how much I paid for my hotel in Manhattan? Do you know what Manhattan cost?
$375 a night.
7 nights. It was $1,700 US.
Wow,
that's not too bad. About 300. That's at Pod 51, and I got. Here we go. The mask. We got the mask is coming out with another super chat here. This was what the mask says. The mask, $5 Aussie. $5 Aussie. The mask says, "Yeah, I am waiting for 6 months and see if I can get a discount from Omega. My son has already claimed it when I kick the bucket. I'm waiting for 6 months. Oh, for that Omega? What the fuck? 6 months. I am waiting for 6 months and see if I can get a discount from Omega."
Actually, you could be a used car salesman because you've got watch for it.
Omega's got like a built-in 25% discount, I think. I mean, you at least got to get 25 or 35 off Omega.
From the AD?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
No, I mean, I would not go to an Omega OD right now. AD right now and expect anything less than 25%.
My AD didn't give me shit off. I paid 100% retail for my 1861.
No, with Breitling and Omega right now, you can probably get about 25%. Rolex, you're not going to get anything, obviously, but.
Where you want to go, Mike? Let me tell you this. Indiana, Kansas, Missouri, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Iowa, Alabama, Tennessee, West Virginia.
Those are all like I would want to live in states. Really,
Missouri.
Not being a granola. I'm a granola from California. Okay,
but you're not going outside to get on the stream. So whether you're
be back in a minute,
California, it doesn't matter.
I get out on my motorcycle all the time.
But you can do
California is the most expensive state to rent, with an average rent of $1,900, outpacing the runner-up Hawaii by nearly $200.
Yeah,
Archie, I'm going to jump off, but I'll try to come back on. I'll try to come back on in a bit.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on, Danny. We love you, okay?
No worries, mate.
Danny.
See ya.
See you, Mike. See you, Eric's guy, mate.
See ya.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, we had Mr. GMT, but it just flipped out there. Guys, if you want to jump on, you're welcome to jump on now. Irix guy, what do you think there? What do you think? Seriously, this whole YouTube thing. Can you believe I make a living at a streaming? Can you believe that?
No, I can believe the streaming piece, and that's something I need to. If I had more.
Speaking of making a living, we've got Mr. Sexy here. Look at Mr. Sexy. Hello, Mr. Sexy.
What's going on, boys? How's things?
Hey, we're doing well. We kept TW off, okay, today.
If he wants to jump on, let him jump on. But just
he comes on the night stream. He comes on the night stream. You know, he's a night streamer.
Yeah.
Average rent in Manhattan is $5,000 US a month. Yes, Manhattan is fucking expensive. Mr. GMT, where are you off to today? Where are you driving?
I'm going to McDonald's. Arch, I'm going to McDonald's.
Why?
My wife wants a sausage McMuffin and hash browns. I don't know why.
But can't you make something? You're a chef. You're a cook. You're a chef. You.
Yeah, that's what she wants. She doesn't want to cook anything. Because we cook every day, all day. It's like a mechanic working on his own car. They don't want to do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I like your Panerai cap. Very cool.
With a Panerai watch?
Yeah, beautiful, man.
Nice.
Looks very, very cool
Thank
there.
you.
You're going to get a Mac sausage. I don't even like them, really. Do you like them? Do you like McDonald's?
I don't like them. No. I don't like it. Not a big fan.
They give me.
But you know what? Happy wife, happy life. Happy wife, happy life.
You're not working today?
That's how I see it. No, not working today.
Good.
I'm doing other things. I'm doing other things around the house and stuff like that. So I thought I'd jump on and just say a quick hello while I'm driving.
Man, here we go. We got a dumb fight. $2. Arch. Those are fly over states. Thank you. Yeah. I was trying to get some.
You could say Darwin's a fly over state, right?
In some way it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
No, honestly, I'm blessed to have my family based in Northern California, and have always been since my grandmother and probably before her. I'm not going anywhere.
Arch, I just found out something today. Some good news that we might be having super chat. I'll tell you after the super chat.
Super chat. 10 zeal, $10. Archie Luxury, Mr. GMT recently said on JJ's stream that Rolex Steel Sports may be considered as grandpa watches by children, seeing all these old farts wearing them. Thoughts?
It's a good idea.
It's like a Porsche. It's a Porsche. By the time you can afford it, you're 70. Yes, that's the.
I know. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's very, very sad. I totally get it, man. 10 zeal. That's just the reality. Actually, Honda did a great ad. I don't know if you remember 10 years ago, Honda did an ad for the Accord, and they filmed these really old guys with Porsches, Ferraris, and cars like that, saying by the time you can afford it, you're kind of old. And they said with the new Honda Accord, you can afford luxury without having to wait. It was very clever.
Yeah.
Tell me the news. Tell me the news, Mr. GMT. I want to hear the news.
I heard. I don't want to say who it is. The person knows. They're probably in the chat right now. Actually, they are in the chat right now.
Yes. Go on.
We might be having you might be having a visitor, and me. You and I will be having a visitor in middle of the year.
Oh. Coming out to see us?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
A big
I'm
fan?
not saying who it is, just in case. Big fan. Big fan. Big fan. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say much because I don't want to give it away.
No. That sounds
Unless
amazing.
that person says something, then I'll say it. But
how did you find this out? How did you find this out?
I spoke to the person.
Wow, that's amazing, man. I love it.
You're gonna actually fall over. Put it that way.
Okay, man. I hope it does happen. I love a few surprises. That's so cool, man. That's so cool.
Yeah. So it's something to look forward to. That's all I can say, Arch.
You know, IREX guys, some people get addicted to streaming. They love coming on the streams. Do you find it addictive?
Well, I wish I did because I've got all the streaming equipment and I don't stream enough. I've got the A10 Mini Pro and I don't know, man. There's just not.
I think you need a new mic. You sound very distant.
Yeah, it's just I'm using the IMAX built-in mic. I usually use a Rode from Australia. They're very good.
Rode, yeah, Rode makes good stuff. That's it, Rode. I got.
They definitely do. I used to have one.
Yes.
Where is that in Australia? Is it close to y'all?
No idea. It's probably made in China under license, but hey.
Hey, it's got Australia on. It's all good.
Yeah.
Right?
Man, it's fan. So how far is this McDonald's from where you live there, Mr. GMT?
I'm right here now. I'm about 1 minute away, not even.
Okay.
Half a minute away.
Tan Zeal, $5 from Tan. AC3, are you and Narc doing a dungeon tonight? I'm just waiting on some dinner, so I checked in. I heard earlier it was on the cards. Yes, sirree. Yes, I am going to set that up now, okay? I'm going to set it up now, okay? So there is no excuses for it. I'm going to put it on the dungeon. The original after show. There we go. And I'll set that for 12, my time, 12 o'clock. Okay. 12 a.m.
Friday Night Live, After Dark with the Narc. How's that?
12 p.m. Actually, let me just set that again. I'll just edit that. Let me edit that. I'll make it 11:55 a.m. That's a better way we'll do that. I'll make it 11:55. Yep, there we go. 5 minutes before this. Yep, I'll link them up. We'll link them up. Fantastic.
Arch, everyone knows you're a great host. Everyone loves to visit you. We know you go out of your way to show them the scenery, show them the tourist sites.
Thanks. Thank you, Narc.
Yeah, look.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks. You're welcome to come. You're welcome to come and visit. You're welcome to visit. You're welcome. You're welcome to visit me as well.
It's not like it's not like you have people come over and they go to a tourist destination and you stay at the hotel. That's not something you do.
Now, Tanzeal, $5. Thank you, Narc. Narc, you faker, no emails anymore. You are too busy losing at the slots. Or are you back to your Bondi lair eating Sydney's finest prawns delivered to you?
Tanzeal, this is what I recommend. Buccal fat removal. It'll fix those cheeks. You finally have some cheek breaks.
I thought Tan's quite a good-looking guy, to be honest with you.
No, he is. But when I saw him, I had this. Were you talking about Willis type of moment? Were you talking about those cheeks?
Look, I thought he looked cool. I thought he looked really cool.
You're talking about Willis?
The only thing is, I don't understand. You never show your beautiful face. I don't understand it. Someone so handsome.
You're supposed to be working today.
Why don't you come on and show your face? Because you're quite an attractive man. So I got to tell you this, IREX guy. This whole YouTube space here, is it crazy or what? This is killing television. You know this, don't you? This is taken over.
Oh, well, people can't afford television now. That's the thing. I mean, when you buy Rolex, you can't pay your phone bill. I mean, your cable TV bill.
Cable. Do you still have cable in America, or is that dead now?
People get it. I don't get it. I've got streaming. I've got Amazon. I've got Netflix.
See, I'm low tech. I'm low tech. I'd still just have regular cable and just watch the regular cable TV shows.
How much does regular cable cost a month?
Oh, a few $100, almost 200 or so in Mississippi.
Well, it's all bundled together. It's Comcast.
The YouTube ad money. YouTube ad money is rolling in.
It's a bundle, so phone, computer, and cable, and it's like
how much a month?
230, something like that.
That's ridiculous. That's money down the shitter.
I know, but I can't live without my cable TV.
Yeah, you can. Just turn it off.
GMT, how you going, buddy?
I know.
Good, brother. How you going? Good.
I don't really care. I just thought I'll ask.
Okay. That's right.
I love you, Jim.
I love you, man.
People ask me tomorrow, how's the big game? I can't say what it is because it's copyrighted, but how's the big game? I'm like, I don't know. I can't afford to have cable or satellite, so I'm not going to watch it.
Here we go. Tanzil, $5. Narc, email me the Ron the Shrink clip of total and utter mental breakdown whenever you get a chance, please, and thanks.
He's worse than Powaway. I get at least 3 emails a day. Profit projections for the next 5 years. The following day readjusted. I think he's given up, Arch. Because I don't know what I can do with Archie anymore.
Why you say that?
That's what he said. He said, look, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
Who's that?
Tanzil.
Tanzil said that?
What?
Yeah.
No.
Tanzil said, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Yeah.
Narc, tell me this. Cost of living in Sydney, savage city, don't you think?
Very expensive. If you haven't got help from your parents, you're fucked. Absolutely fucked. There's a house in my street going for sale. The old couple that lived there, the son's selling it because they passed away. I think they'll probably get 3.7 around there. It's a 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom, 2 bathrooms. There's 1 little outside toilet. California bungalow.
Yeah, 3.7. Who the fuck would buy that?
3.7. And the person who's interested bought a house just around the corner, an Asian couple, and they offered to buy that house before they put it up for sale. I don't know what they offered.
Holy shit. Tanzil, $5. I'm not a pussy like Naki. I can do a whole 3.5 hours streaming with Higgins and referee his marital problems with GMT.
So why have you quit Archie, Tanzil?
Well, he didn't quit. He's just out tonight.
Where is he? Where is he?
No, he told me he was out tonight. He
yeah, you know what's happening? One of his employees at 7-Eleven couldn't come in, so he took over. Come on, Tanzil.
Tanzil's an executive. You know that, don't you? He works for a really... I'm not allowed to mention it, but I know...
He's got 10 7-Elevens, Arch. He got 5 as a dowry when he married his beautiful wife.
Tan is a tech exec.
Yeah, plus he's got 7-Elevens. Why can't he have a 7-Elevens? He's got 10 of them.
It's not. I don't like the way this is going, Naki, because Tan is my best thing.
I'm good friends with Tan. We email each other at least 2-3 times a day.
Yeah, well, Tan himself, very clever man. Very clever man. Very, very clever guy indeed. So anyhow, Naki, why don't you ever show your face? That's what I don't understand. See, you can't criticize other people if you don't show your face.
Anyway, Arch, I'll let you continue with the stream.
No worries. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Naki. There we go there. That's the way it is there. If you want to always ask Narc the obvious and he jumps off. He can't handle it when you take control back.
I noticed that, Arch. What the hell?
Because it's one thing to criticize and say, hey, you're a bit overweight, you're this and that. Well, where is your photo? Where is your... You know what I'm saying or not?
Show us your imperfections, Narc. That's what you're saying, right?
Exactly. I got to be honest with you. Actually, Mr. GMT, I love your positive. You're a positive man. I want to say one thing to you, okay?
Far away.
So, for myself, my own health, my blood pressure was high. I think it's because of the burglary, right?
Yeah.
And I want to get happy. I want to be more happy in my life, okay?
Okay.
That's really what I want. I want to be more happy. So, I'm moving away from toxic drama. I just want to be, do a stream, be happy. That's what I really want to do, okay?
You surround yourself with happy people, you'll be happy. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Tanzil, $5. AC3, are you going to do the dungeon with Narc or will it be Mike the Snake? I don't know. I'm already starting a dungeon after this stream today.
Actually, no, I'm at about 5 o'clock. I'm actually going out to dinner with my mother. We're going out to Chinese food.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow, it's beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've been out to dinner together, and looking very forward to that. We've got some great Chinese food places right around here. Just top notch.
Dude,
Now,
you should try the Chinese food in Mississippi.
What's
Mike,
that now?
In Mississippi, the Chinese food. It's some good stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It just depends. They're all, most of them, I honestly got to say, are pretty darn good. That I've, just about anywhere I've gone, food's been pretty good. There was one mediocre one here in town. Only went there once or twice. But the rest
Here we go.
of
We got another super chat. I got to read this super chat, guys. Here we go. Tanzil, $5. Mikey sending positive vibes your way, man. Life will turn around. Enjoy your dinner with your mom and have a great evening. There we go. That's from the
Thank
Zeal
you,
with
Tan.
the mostest. The
Love
Zeal.
you, Tan.
The Zeal.
You rock. And you got
And,
me good the other day. He gave me all the tips, all the hints, and put his face on, and I just right over my head, man. I just did not get it. But that's me, man. I'm the oblivious one. That's my role.
Yes. Yes. I got to tell you, I want to be more happy. Look, Irix guy, it's not about happiness. I want to be more happy in my life and just, I got to bring the blood pressure down. I got to start thinking positive thoughts, Mr. GMT, okay?
Positive thoughts. Happy thoughts.
I like to have you as a friend, Mr. GMT. You're always positive and nice. You're a nice guy.
I try. I'm not perfect, but I try.
Here we go. Another super chat from Tanzil, $5. Irix guy, what are we drinking tonight, my man? He's drinking rum.
Navy rum. British
rum.
Navy rum.
Nice.
Right on. Archie, meditation is a definite aid in calming and soothing your nerves. If you take the time to do it, it's almost more effective than the acupuncture and stuff, as far as I'm concerned. If you took 10 to 20 minutes a day to actually really do real live meditation, and maybe even had some guidance at first to where you learned how to do it properly, it puts you in a really great state. And it's like taking a nap, but you're conscious, and you're able to kind of guide your brain into the right mindset. It's a good thing.
Very cool. Yes, that's something I'm thinking about there. We'll see, because I got enough things I'm kind of pushing at the moment there. You got any natty lights in reserve there, Irix guy?
I've always got a mini fridge full of natty.
There you
Here
go.
we go. Tanzil, $5. Archie, question for the panel. If you had to have one watch from this point forward for the rest of your life, what would it be? Mine is the Patek 3940 first gen white gold. That's a perpetual calendar. You know what I would say? If I had to have one watch forever, Bluesy, that's it. Bluesy, that's it. That's it.
Mine would be the day. Mine would be my day. That's what I'd
But
have
see,
for
the thing
rest
is,
of my
with the
life.
day, could you wear that every day, like to work and that?
Well, if I was gonna have it from here on in, I probably wouldn't wear it to work, but it would be the one watch that I want to have for the rest of my life.
Ah,
makes
good
sense.
point. Yeah. I see what you're saying. So, Mikey, what about you? One watch for the rest of your life. What would it be?
Honestly, with the same parameters as Mr. Sexy has put it, I'd probably get that Vacheron 5500 version 3
Ooh.
blue hander. Otherwise, I just default fall on the sub date or no date.
How about you, RX guy?
Right here,
No
114060.
114060. Beautiful watch. Beautiful. A Rolex sub is a great thing, you know. Really?
Thank you for having me on, my man. I'm gonna jump off. I just got home.
Thank you, Mr. Sexy. Thank you
Take
so
care,
much.
guys. Wear your watches, man. Enjoy life. Stay sexy.
Have a good night.
Enjoy yourself.
Man. I'm gonna
He's
be
a good guy.
I'm gonna be putting one of my nice watches on for dinner tonight with Mom.
Oh, that is good news, man.
That's why I have them.
Cherish these moments. Are you going to the same restaurant we went to, Mikey?
No. I live about an hour north of San Francisco.
Okay.
And we have a number of Chinese places right here in town that we frequent, if you want to call it that. There's one of two that are just absolutely excellent. That and and what we oftentimes do.
I got a super chat. Just hang on one tick there, sir. Tanzil, $5 AC3 breast dial layout. You may need to pull up a Patek 15300 versus the 1400 versus the 15510. Let's get this baby up.
I gotta say, Tan's knowledge of watches is mind blowing.
Yes, he's owned a few of these pieces here. The 15300 is a very. I actually love this watch. They were 30 true to form, 39 mil, just a beautiful look at this. That's a 39. Okay, so that's a 39 mil. Let me see. I've got that on the screen there. No, I don't. I got it on the screen now. That's the 15300. Okay. Then we've got the next one is the next one on the screen here is he said a 15. What's the next one there? 15400, was it?
This is an AP.
Yep, 15400. These went bigger size, bigger, baby, bigger size. And then it was the 15510, 15510. Da-da-da-da. You know what? I love them all. I think the 15510 is probably I like that most. But what do you guys think? Did you see any differences?
In the little dinky pictures, I couldn't really make out any of the differences, but I like them all.
Lou, $5. Hi, Arch. What do you think for a daily work watch, professional environment? Datejust 41 blue dial, smooth bezel, Jubilee, or Oyster, or JLC blue Polaris date? Oh, 100% Lou. Go for the Datejust. Go for the Datejust. The JLC is a great buy. It's a bargain on the secondary market. But seriously, professional environment, a Datejust sets the tone. You're a professional. Get it steel, white gold, smooth bezel. Smooth bezel is actually very nice. Jubilee or Oyster, doesn't matter. Does not matter in the least. Does not matter. I'd say smooth bezel I would put with the Oyster because I think that's a nice combination. But hey, there is no. I definitely go Rolex in a professional environment. P. Klein, $5. Arch, your live stream revenue has been decimated. Tan the Man is the only one keeping you afloat. How are you going to get the real talent back to the live stream? Guys. The
money will be back.
You can only do what you can only do.
Yeah.
I make the streams. What happens, happens. That's just the way life goes, IRIX guy. What happens, happens. As long as it can cover some bills, that's okay. We will see how it goes. We will see.
It's amazing that he's making a living at home, without the hassles of a boss and a
and who we got here?
Work
we got, hello, who's this?
It's the Norwegian guy.
Oh yes. So next time, turn off the noise cancellation, because we couldn't hear you well last time. Remember the noise cancellation?
It was fucked up.
Yeah, because we loved your music. Are you going to play something for us today?
Yeah, maybe, if you want.
Yeah, play something for us.
Maybe Angelica can come on and join me.
Yeah, we love Angelica. He's great.
How's the sound?
Yeah, it's that noise cancellation. You got to turn that off.
Oh,
It's
I'm
difficult.
Sorry.
That's okay.
It's difficult. I have 3 links. I have a small amp.
Oh, I see. Preamp. No, that's okay there. Tanzil, $5. If you had to pick one vintage Rolex of the 3, which would it be? So this is a good question. So let's have a look. What is the Zeal talking about? And speaking of winner chicken dinner, I have got the Goldberg. The Goldberg is in the house. Hello, Mr. Goldberg.
Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. If I had a vintage Rolex, it would be none of them. I don't like vintage Rolex.
Okay, let's have a quick look here. I'm going to run these through for you guys here. So 6538. So let's get this up there. Rolex 6538. What is this? This is it's a vintage Submariner. Beautiful watch. 6541. What is that? That is the GMT. No, this is the Turnograph. The Turnograph. And finally, 6542. Sorry, that's the GMT. That's right. 6542 is the GMT. Oh, you know what? I'd probably go for the first one, the Submariner. What would you go for, Marky?
Well, I would really be torn because the Submariner, it's like the obvious play, but that early GMT, you could get a Coke. It's probably worth more. Probably more functional. I don't know, man. Well, that would really tear me up. That would tear me up.
Yes. And we've got another super chat here. Tanzil, $5. Goldberg, rub that mug. I want to see the Clive Ehrlich live on air. Yes, indeed.
Give me one moment.
Now, all 3 of those were Sun's crown guards, which is very cool.
Yes, no crown guards. That's correct. They were the very early models, and they didn't have the crown guards. Ronald, how's things going in your world there? Everything okay?
It's okay. It's cold. It's winter. So
do you still do car detailing in the winter?
Yeah, some. But I'm changing over to another trade now.
Oh, what are you going into?
I don't want to be too deep in it.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
It's my. I haven't even started yet.
No, that's okay. Don't jinx it. Tanzil, $5.
I got a shitter, a quart shitter.
Oh, beautiful. That's a great watch. AC3, you have been demoted from Cardinal to Cardinal from Archbishop. The 6541 is not a Turnograph. It's a Milgauss. Sorry, it is too. It's a Milgauss. Milgauss. Sorry. Thank you. The Zeal.
What? It says Wristwatch.
Yes.
You can always call and ask, hey, Clive, what are you doing?
Hey, Clive.
I don't know, Mark. I'm doing some grocery shopping like 2 miles away from the house. Oh, I was thinking about rubbing the mug. Well, that's probably a dumb idea since I cannot be there.
Now, let me ask you a quick question. Am I the voice in your head now? Is that what's happening, Clyde?
You're just becoming that way. Yeah, you annoyed me so thoroughly this morning.
Now, Clyde, let me ask you another quick question. What watch are you wearing?
I'm actually wearing the Apple Watch right now.
Okay. Well, you look pretty happy today while you were opening the newbie. Why don't you, as soon as you get home, give me a call. We'll talk about it.
Well, yeah, like I said, just a little advance warning would be nice. Or, there's this thing called preparation. I know.
Preparation H.
Hey, you tell that guy I sent him a email this morning. I texted him on WhatsApp, say, hey, I'd love to have you on today.
No.
There was prep.
You stay out of this, Archie. Mark is the mud rubber.
Well, I think in this particular instance, Archie is functioning as my attorney, and apparently I need representation, Clive.
No. He's your spokes animal.
And you just tell that Clive is RAWWW is consent. That is consent in 49 of the states. Okay, that is considered consent. AWWW is considered consensual consent. Okay,
in 49 of the 54 states.
That's simply ow with a typo.
Clyde, I love
you. Informed consent. Okay, that is consent.
He says it's out.
That's not even orange consent. No, that is nowhere near consent.
Well, I don't know, Clyde. Archie seems to differ, and after all, he did go to Oxley State High.
Oxley State High. Hey, fuckers, I'm gonna go home.
All right, we should let you go now, Clyde. Don't
Thank
scratch
you.
the Apple Watch. Love you so much.
All right,
well, that was the apparently.
That's okay. We got a super chat from Tanzil, $5. Archie, take Mark shopping on the Rolex site and have him customize the most flamboyant date just for the gin tingler.
We buy him either the pink one, or if not the pink one, then
see, the problem is, Marky, we can't even, we go to the Rolex site. Yeah. They don't even have much customization work. You can't.
Yeah, they do.
Really.
You could select your dial. You gotta go to Rolex.com.
I know, but it's not really.
It's not easy to use, but on the date just, you can customize for size, bezel, bracelet, and dial. You can customize all that.
Exactly. That's exactly it there. So let's customize the date just for him, as Tan, the man, says here. Where can we customize?
You gotta look
customize.
For the size. We need the.
I know. Where is this thing? Here we go. Configure.
The 28
millimeter. Okay, start. Configure your date just. So firstly, 36.
No, too big.
31.
Too big. We want the 28 millimeter. The 31.
Sorry?
31. The little
31.
Yeah, it's got to be ladylike.
Okay, 31 millimeter. We've done that. We have done the 30. Okie dokie.
This looks for dials.
Okie dokie. Let's get on to the next thing here. Let's have a look here. This is for gin. So now we got to look at and see what type of metal do we want. Do we want steel? Two-tone steel and rose, yellow gold, white gold, ever rose. Tell me a metal. What metal do we want?
I think we have to go Rolesaur, bimetal, because it's vulgar. And
Rolesaur, steel and yellow gold.
Yeah,
is that right? Or rose.
Yellow gold, because Jen likes to really show the bling.
Okay, now we're going for a bezel. Do you want a smooth bezel?
No.
Fluted. Diamond.
Yes.
Or diamond set. Diamond set.
Diamond set, yeah.
And next. Now we need to choose a bracelet.
Of course, the Jubilee.
Of course, the Jubilee. And now we need...
The oyster bracelet looks too manly.
Okay. Yes, you're right. So the Jubilee, we go white dial. Do you want to go for how's this for a dial?
Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
Correct.
Keep going.
Keep going?
Yeah.
Yellow.
Keep going.
Silver.
Keep
Mother
going.
of pearl.
There we go. That's possible. Or keep going. I think we'll find pink.
How's that funk?
Ooh,
How about
there
funk?
we go. That's it. It's the olive green floral diamond motif.
Yes. Okay. View this model. Here we go. Da-da-da-da. There we go. 28,000. That's 20 US.
Blow that up a little bit. You just got to scroll that in a little. And I feel like that scream is the Gin Tingler.
That's the Gin Tingler. There we go. The Gin Tingler watch. Hey, what do you think of that? Hey,
I think it's beautiful.
It always saves it as a fucking web page. I hate that. Can't save it. See,
hard to show it.
You know, Jin is in the comments saying that he'd wear it.
What's Mikey wearing? What are you wearing there, Mikey?
My James Cameron.
The SD43? Is that what that is?
No, it's a 44, James Cameron.
Big boy.
Too. Yeah. Doesn't look that big on my wrist. I got fat wrists.
I'm wearing a G-Shock.
Talk to us. Mikey, what's going on in your world, Mikey?
Well, I am writing my little guts out. I'm writing a new book. And, you know, they're usually these books are hard to write because they're very specific how-to steps. Like, I'm sure that you went into a trance for months when you were writing Luxury to Last.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
And I've been writing every day. I'm writing, I don't know, probably at least 1,000 words every day. And I mean, in theory, I could have a book knocked out in like, I don't know, 3 months. And I'm enjoying this one so much. This is the funnest book I've ever written. I just hope it I hope it continues the way it started. But I'm off to the races, boys, with it's basically like war stories about dogs and people. You know, all the crazy things that have happened.
We love crazy. You know that crazy. Thank you.
I do. Anyway, on with the show. Sorry to interrupt, guys.
On with, isn't that what Andy Hunters used to say? On with the show. Remember he used to do.
No, Andy's introduction was classic. He had that like dancing skeleton, and then he'd come on. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Adrikos. No, welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Andy Hunter, and this is Adrikos. Stupid chat.
Here we go. We got a Tanzil $5. Mark, did you know we found a lost book by Paul Pluter called Collecting Luxury Watches? Would you consider ghostwriting Let Bogans Be Bogans?
Well, actually, Paul, you may remember asking me to help you write a book. And what you did was you sent me about 20,000 words and just said, finish it, make a book out of it. So I was basically I was to write the other half of the book. What was that one about? You remember?
Collecting Luxury Watches. That was the one.
Well, here's the funny thing, guys. You know, we do mock the pontiff for some of his malapropisms and whatnot, but I found that manuscripts are surprisingly well written. And so I do feel that you have some native talent at telling stories.
You know, I don't actually have that copy. They stole my hard drive bank, and that was in.
I might have it. What was it called?
If you can send it back to me, Collecting Luxury Watches.
Let me look. Either that, or I might have it in the email.
Maybe.
Here it is. Here it is. What is this? Collecting Luxury Watches. Okay, I'll have to dig.
Nice Bond car. Nice car.
I'll find it.
If you can send it to me. Oh, very nice. DB5 Aston Martin by Corgi. Yes, sir.
Very cool.
Here we go. We got P. Klein here. We got another one here. P. Klein, $2. Mark G's writing skills are on a 5th grade level. Actually, you know something? Let me tell you something. Can I want to explain. Okay. That's not actually a criticism. I want to explain this to you, Mark. You know what a good writer does? Holy shit! Holy shit! Hello, sir.
And also, I'd like to point out what you said. You on WhatsApp. You said, "Would you like to come on my stream?" And my response was, "Ew."
Stupid chat.
That's E with W's behind it, not A with W's behind it.
Clyde, I thought you were.
Or is the alphabet fucking different in Australia?
Clyde, I thought you were miles from home and unavailable. What happened?
Did you know most newspapers are written at a grade 4 level? Okay, the articles are written grade 4. And,
so how else you read them?
Things like the Times of London, Times and the New York Post, they're about a grade 9 level.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have to accommodate.
So what you need to do? A good writer, makes a very hard concept understandable by everybody. Tanzil! $5. Mark, will you add Archie back to the Cardinals WhatsApp where he can learn about the roll eye that Hisham is offering us at retail?
No,
Rolly.
I will not. Yeah, I will not. And there's a reason for it. It's because you'll spam us with boobs.
All we'll do is, come on, add me back. Come on,
Let me. Why did you say it that way?
They'll spam us with, well, yeah, because now you want them, right, Clyde? Now you want them.
Yeah. When do I not want them?
I've flounced out of that group one time too many, and I'm not even an admin anymore. Tan, I think you're an admin, so I can't add them. I don't think I'm an admin.
That's true.
But Tan could do it. Of course, then we'll have to stop talking crap about Archie. Yeah. But actually, we'll talk crap about Archie because he doesn't.
Oh, we got the Bahrain. The Bahrain watch collector, $20. Any Rolex predictions this year, Mark?
Bahrain. Yes. You're going to see...
can I say, sorry, keep going. Yeah, he's paid for you. You're the star.
Yeah. All right. Look, we're going to get a 42 millimeter titanium Yachty. That's what we're going to get. A Yachty. Okay. More titanium coming to a Rolex near you soon. Stupid chat.
When are they going to do a two-tone Explorer 2? That's what I want to know. Okay.
Didn't they do
Bahrain watch collector? Thank you so much. Tan Zeal, $5. Clive, how are you liking the Ehrlich, and can you do an unboxing?
Okay, and to answer that, yeah, I mean, I like it a lot. And as for the second part, no.
I like the Ehrlich.
Thank you. Well, the funny part is I actually took it down to the AD, and they're looking on talking about it and say, "Oh, this looks nice, it's pretty." But the watchsmith came back, and he looked at me, and like he was about to wind it. He looked at me, I nodded yes, and then he wound it once, and then his head spun back, and his eyes got real big in disbelief.
He wound up with a California flapjack on his pants.
I have no idea what that is.
That's what happens when you get a lap dance, Clyde. You're not allowed to touch the girl.
Ah, gotcha. But at which point he then put it down. He went in the back, and he came back with a huge loops over, and then also they put the gloves on to start handling the watch after he wound it. And then he basically stood there examining it, and winding it. Then
that's what they did to Archie yesterday at the doctor's.
Right.
They put the gloves on and started handling it.
Right. Okay.
So what did they say? What did he say? Tell me what he said. What did he say?
He was literally excitedly jabbering, talking about like all these aspects to the movement, and talking about how well the hands and the second hand. He also liked the fact it's like, wow, it's at 8:30. It's not at 9. I said, he's like, I've never seen one. He's like, I've seen watches from all over the place, but he said, among other, there's certain things that real watch guys do. And he said, I'm blown away by this. And wow. Going to the aspect. Yeah. That is the smoothest winding movement. It almost feels like there's nothing there.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool to know.
Tan Zeal, $5. The watchmaker assumed that when he saw a Ehrlich in person, it wasn't the sign of Judgment Day. Repent, folks. Repent.
I mean, when I first heard about Ehrlich, I really thought it was an anti-diarrheal pill because it sounds like a medication.
It does sound like a medication. Yeah. Yeah. They're Lyrica. I think it's one of the TV ones you see on TV.
Hi, my name is Bill Sanders here for Ehrlich, a new drug that causes fits of paranoia and greasy diarrhea. Get yours.
I take Victoza.
Wait, Mark, why'd you start talking proper all of a sudden?
I said JJ LeCoe until I found Ehrlich.
Now, why can't you talk good English like him?
I'm working on it here, Clive.
Lyric.
Yeah.
So, Clive, the reason I invited you on the stream today, I would like you to tell everybody who was making jokes about how it would never turn up, how it was just never going to come, how Rich Buddy would get his 3.
There is.
Stupid chat.
Here we go. Tan Zeal. Super chat, $5. Clive, come on, man. Full screen at least, one shot of the watch or a wristwatch.
I would say that's proof right there. Proof is in the pudding. Look at that.
Thank you, Clivis. There we go. Indeed. The community's been waiting for this piece. Actually, Clive, can I share that photo you sent me on WhatsApp?
Absolutely, please.
Yeah, I just wanted your permission first because
that was nice. That's nice to actually ask.
I've got a photo that Clive sent me, and so you've got yours on that burgundy strap. Is that right?
No, I've got it on the special limited edition Ron Burgundy strap.
Okay. Okay.
You know what? We're going to start a company called crapstraps.com. We're going to invite Bark and Crap in. And
I thought Crappy Luxury was going to be involved.
Look at this. Here we go, guys. There we go. That's on your wrist. Okay, hey, Hunting Cat, beautiful. Thank you for coming on, man. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm off to have a wonderful dinner with my mom.
Man, please give your mom a hug for us, Mikey. We love you.
James Cameron in hand.
We love you, Mikey.
I'll let you know how it went.
Love mine,
Mikey.
Maybe even bring back some pictures.
Hey.
All right. See you guys later. Love y'all.
Stupid
Have
chat.
a good night.
Look at this. We've got Tanzil, $5 for your information. Shout out to Bahrain Watch Collector. Great to see him here. BWC, I think Mark's right, but maybe Titanium Sea Dweller instead of Yachtmeister. Good point. Good point. Good point.
Well, the Yachtmaster in titanium has been spotted in the wild, but as a prototype. Remember that.
Yes. Clivers, how are you? What you enjoying the watch? Tell it. You got two or one? Did two? You ordered two. Did both of them come or just one?
All the watches that I ordered, all the watches that I paid for arrived.
Yes. You got more than two?
Right?
All the watches that I paid for arrived.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Okay, fair enough. Are you... Oh, speaking of winner, we got JJ on. Hey, JJ, how are you, man?
What's going on, Arch? How are you, fellas?
Clive has got his Lyrique.
Oh, it's a miracle. Everybody betting against him now loses.
Where's the date? How's the loom?
Oh, yeah.
How's the loom, Clyde?
The loom is great.
Can you send us a loom shot?
No, I can't.
Okay.
It's not that kind of watch.
Comes with a free. Every Lyrique comes with a free Bic lighter, so you can read the time in the dark.
Yeah.
And also fire up your crack pipe.
So you've been starting to wear this at work, Clivers?
I literally just got it today. Sorry.
Okay.
I actually listen, Clyde. Without your permission, nothing happens. But I'll send it to you, Clyde, so you have it. But I videotaped the unboxing. Clyde did a personal unboxing for me.
Please don't. It shows. I don't want my face shown.
Oh, I know. I said I'll send it to you, to nobody else. Stupid chat.
Here we go. Tanzil, $5. Archie, JJ said his one and done piece is the Patek 5712. That's the Patek Nautilus with the power reserve and moon phase. Do you think he's more a Neptune type of guy?
I don't think there's a damn thing wrong. I like the Neptune.
Yeah, Neptune is good. In two-tone, I prefer the Neptune in two-tone.
Right.
That Neptune, that was the answer to the Cartier Santos, Cartier Panther. That was a lounge lizard watch.
Right.
We've been lounge lizards before, haven't we?
I like the Cartiers. I like that whole line of watches, honestly. You know, it's one of the oldest lines of watches out there. And, they had a big, long ETA sort of.
They worked.
You
know, Mark, I also had a Panther in the day. A Panther. You know, a Cougar. Cougar was a circle Panther.
And you had the Roadster. I mean, listen, the Cartier line of watches is probably the second most recognizable brand of luxury watch in the entire world. Rolex and then Cartier. Nobody ever heard of Audemars Piguet or even Patek Philippe, but everybody knows Cartier. So I feel like it has a lot more watch. And you know what? In the luxury watch market, they're like kind of severely undervalued.
JJ, what do you think of Clive's Lyrique? JJ?
Very cool. Do we have any other shots? Any back shots? I'd like to see how the movement.
Oh, of course. I figure you'd be a back shot.
I'm a backdoor type of guy, Clive. You know.
Mark, I knew you. That's surprising.
Flip it, chat.
Here we go. We got Tanzil, $5. Archie, please pull up the Rolex 1680 prototype blue dial and get Clive's Clive Reek's take on the piece.
Yeah.
Who's walking around over there, Arch? Who's that?
Just somebody casing the joint. Don't worry.
There's snow on the ground.
Here we go.
You know what? Forbin Colossus has a good point. WTF kind of hand position is that, Rancher? Is not the most flattering. You know, you're supposed to set it at 10 after 10.
Right. Well, I actually set it for the time because it's a watch. So yes.
Yes.
Would you just stay awake until 10 o'clock tonight so you could take it again?
No.
I didn't think so.
I mean, no promises. All right. Post another picture on WhatsApp.
Tell me what you think of this. This is the prototype white gold. Look at this. This is the 1680. What do you think of that, Clivers?
I like it.
Yes. What do you think, Marky?
What are we looking at here?
This is a 1680 prototype blue dial.
Well, if it's a prototype, how's it a 1680? In other words,
that's what they did. They did this watch as a
somebody's just photoshopped
Rolex Submariner. It sold for it sold in 2017 for over $600,000.
You know, listen, that's just an oddball Rolex piece of history. But as a Rolex lover, I don't like it. It would. Where would you ever? You can't wear it.
Well, what do you love more, Rolexes or oddballs?
Hey, don't put me in an impossible situation, Clive. That's not fair.
Would you like an Impossible Burger?
Yes.
This looks like what became the Yachtmaster. No?
Yeah.
Yes, it's funny you say that because that's exactly what the article was saying there. They said it's actually from Jake's Rolex. So what they said here, I'll just make sure I've got this up for you guys here. What they actually say here is that it started off. This is the prototype.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
right?
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And then they talk about the Yachtmeister.
I had that watch 116622. I had it. I
sold it.
There we go. That's the evolution there. Look at that. Their evolution. How they
hold on.
Much closer to the Yachtmaster than the golds.
Stupid chat.
Super chat. We got a super chat. I love the super chats. We got a super chat. Tanzil, $5. Mark, as a Rolex lover, tell us why your guilty pleasure is the Rolex Pearl Master.
Because it goes very nicely with your pearl necklace, Tan.
Actually,
you know what? That 116622 blue dial first gen 40-hour power reserve Yachtmaster, I sold it, and that was so stupid. I bought it for under $11,000, right around 11. I'll never be able to buy it again for that price. Why did I sell that? It was stupid. It was a beautiful watch.
Hey Siri, call Jake.
Here we go. Oh,
yeah, you can enjoy the gem set. You know, this stuff. I mean, I don't particularly like the Pearl Master, but if I had to go along with the super chat, you could.
Hey Jake, how you doing?
Great. How are you?
Not too bad. We're all discussing your article about the blue Rolex 1680 prototype. Would you like to join the Archie stream and join us and talk about it?
The 1680 prototype?
Yes, the blue one.
I'm trying to remember which one.
White gold, blue dial.
White gold, blue dial. Sold at auction.
600,000 in 2017.
600,000 in 2017.
You know, I don't even remember that very well.
I had a president bracelet. Okay, that's okay.
He said Archie says it has a president bracelet. By the way, someone taught.
Right, yeah,
By the way, someone taught him how to read.
Trying to remember, that one with the. Can you text me a link to it real quick?
I can try. Give me a second. I also sent you a link to the live stream.
Okay, I'm on my iPhone. So.
A lot of times I can do is click. You can click on it and just turn the camera off, and just that way, just keep it on audio.
And what format is it on? Is it on
Stream,
the link?
ScreamTard.
I'll send you the link, Clive, so you can pass it on if you want.
I've already passed it on to him, Archie.
Okay.
But the link to that. Okay, never mind. That link. All right. Crap, he's been useful tonight. What's going on?
Lyrique causes fits of paranoia and greasy diarrhea. Needs winding daily.
Beautiful watch. Hey, what do you think of that? Look at that there. That's the movement from the Lyrique, manufactured by Voutilainen and
No. The case is case manufactured by Voutilainen and Catton. It's Agenor. Agenor's movement.
Amazing.
JJ Lecoq looks better.
Well, this is a very special thing. I gotta tell you, Clive, I'm fucking surprised it all came together. That's actually not. That didn't take really long at all, did it?
Only
for like a new watch from scratch out from different components. Yes, I thought it went by surprisingly well, but we had the advantage.
COVID supply chain issues.
Yep.
But everyone wanted to bag Clive, so I think everybody who bagged Clive and said how crazy he was, they should super chat now. They should super chat now for forgiveness.
We can give you 5. We give you 3 minutes.
Yes, of course.
All right, love it.
I'm driving right now.
Oh, I understand. If you're join us if and when you're able to.
All right, and then let me go to the link.
No, let me know because Archie may have pinched the link.
He's been known to do that.
StreamYard.
Yes.
But I'm going to do it with just audio. So continue entering the studio. So it says continue with YouTube, continue with Facebook.
Probably YouTube. I should also warn you. I'm sorry, inform you that Mark Goldberg is on the stream.
Okay.
Absolute Ball, $2. TW wants to jump on with youth counseling advice. Thank you, Absolute Ball.
No, that should be fine. Just don't drive into the lights, and yeah.
Archie, do you think he was pulling your leg yesterday, or what? Was that a gay?
Who's that?
TW.
Hey, look who we've got here. We have got the man himself there. This is
okay.
Great honor to have Jake Ehrlich.
Ehrlich. So,
That's
hey,
a cool
Nick,
car
what
you're
kind of
in.
car are you driving?
Oh,
It's a Tesla, isn't it?
it's a Tesla with a glass roof.
Your volume is off. You're muted.
Oops, he'll come back. Very cool. Very cool.
That was the most sensible thing anybody's ever done on the show. Come on. Hello, Tesla. Bye. Click.
Well, he could have. At least he's not counter streaming.
Yes. No, I love Jake. Jake is actually somebody I used to read his articles. I remember reading his shit 10 years or 15 years ago when he was a great source of interesting facts about Rolex and Patek. He did a lot of Patek stuff, and I think Jake's a really fucking cool guy. Jake's a really cool guy.
Turn his mic on and talk to him.
You turn his mic on. If you turn his mic on, he'd be even cooler.
Just push the icon on the left, down left side.
His lips aren't moving.
I don't think he even hears us.
Yeah, we can't
And
hear
also-
him.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, there we can hear him. Hello, Jake.
Hi.
It's great to have you on here, Jake.
Hey Archie, how you doing?
Hey, I've always loved your articles. I can still remember one of the best articles, and Tanzil loves this article, is how you had a 3940, the Patek 3940. You told the story of that watch.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, I don't know if you know, but I had all of my watches robbed. In a burglary. I don't know if you heard about that.
I heard about that.
Yeah, fucking brutal. But hey, sometimes in life, you're trying to save it for the next generation, and someone else comes along and just takes it.
Yeah. That's a god awful story.
But hey, it is what it is. You know, I can't let it affect my health. I've got to try and move forward. But Jake, I got to tell you, you've been a great source. How long have you had your website up there for?
15 years.
15 years, yeah. Absolutely one of the best sources of articles. Do you still add articles to it, Jake?
365 days a year.
Okay. And you didn't move across to YouTube. What stopped you moving into YouTube territory?
Actually, I did. I built a studio, and I've only put up a couple of videos.
Yes.
I did the release of the new deep sea, the super deep one with Carissa, and then I also did an interview of Stan Barrett when his watches went to auction.
Excellent. We've got a super chat here from Tanzil Asaria, $5. Jake is a legend. He inspired Clive Reek to get the rare birds, 1630 rare birds. That's the automatic Rolexes in those oyster cases, those oyster quartz cases. Very interesting watches.
Yeah, that's right.
And you've interviewed so many interesting people there. I've really enjoyed a lot of your commentary in that there. I particularly liked it when you interviewed that guy who was the presidential collector.
Oh, Raleigh.
Yeah, he's as mad as a cut snake, that guy. But hey, is he alive still?
I think so.
Very interesting stories there, and I got to tell you, you always covered.
There's much more to that story, though, that I never published. It's a little on the dark side.
Yes.
But a fascinating, President Eisenhower's date just. I mean, that's certainly quite fascinating.
Super chat.
Tanzil, $10. Question for Jake. I asked AC3 this one earlier, and the question is there. If I could have one vintage Rolex, would you take 6538 Big Crown sub, 6541 first gen Milgauss, or a 6542?
What was the last one?
542. That's the Bakelite GMT, no crown guards.
Oh boy, that's a tough one. Probably the 6538, just because of its simplicity. And the big crown and the James Bond, Sean Connery.
I agree with you.
How about a feature article?
Bakelite's a beautiful watch, and I don't know if you guys saw, but our Captain Danny recently published a story called Sky Gods, where he actually found the Pan Am pilot's Bakelite GMT, the one who was featured in a Rolex ad from 1959.
Got you.
That was one of the pioneering GMT masters. And the funny thing about the GMT master, and we're working on a huge about this, the history that's been put forth has very little basis in reality. The whole it came out in 1954 or 55, and it was associated with Pan Am and all that. We've uncovered unearthed a bunch of stuff that disproves a lot of that myth that's been put forward.
Oh, I see. Sorry, disproves or proves?
Disproves.
Got
you.
Yeah,
there was a myth about the white dial GMT masters.
Yes.
As well, and it was said that those were given to executives.
Exactly. Is that true? And that was not true?
No, I don't believe it's true.
Got you.
And with all Rolex stories, there's a what's the saying? Like every stereotype, there's a little bit of truth in every stereotype.
Yes.
I think that's true, but I also think that there's a lot of gray area and a lot of stuff that people just simply made up that's nonsensical.
Yes. Got you.
we're getting to the bottom of all these stories. I'm actually working on a 12-volume book, which is more like an encyclopedia on the history of Rolex that covers the entire Rolex historical arc from A to Z.
Yes.
And as I always have, I'm separating fact from fiction, but we're going into great detail on the GMT Master, and it's true genesis.
How about an article, expose on Archie Luxury, the man, the myth, the legend? I feel like you could get like a month-long feature article, like 30 photographs of Archie with 30 interesting factoids. You could milk an entire month out of Archie month. What do you say, Joe?
Well, Mark, I was thinking about writing one about you.
Oh, no, that would be bad.
Here we go. Vintinier, $2. Driving while listening to Rancher is dangerous.
I'm thinking.
Let me know the next time you're in a car.
I've been a fan of all of yours for a long time, and I've followed you and enjoyed all of your content for years.
I can't imagine who you're talking to right now.
No, and Mark, I love your stuff. I love, in particular, I love your candor. I like how you say it as it is, which I really appreciate.
Well, thank you, but I still feel like the Archie Advent.
Tanzeel, I want to Tanzeel, $5. Jake, do you have any interest in Padalone or Killy watches? A bit of lost history in the Rolex range.
Well, yeah. So the Padalone, yeah, they're beautiful because they're 38 millimeters, and you know it was a rather contemporary watch. It's not an oyster, obviously, but they're magnificent. The moon phases. Jean-Claude Keely, I believe, is a false association. I don't believe that Jean-Claude Keely ever wore that Tri-Compacts watch. And what happened was somebody, I think it's just all made up. I don't think it has a basis in reality. Just like the Paul Newman, the false association with Paul Newman around the quote unquote Paul Newman Explorer, which he never wore.
Yeah,
because he only ever wore a Submariner. He wore a 5512 and a 5513 only. He never wore an Explorer. And one of the things that pisses me off pretty bad is how all the auction houses keep referring to the orange hand 1655s as the Steve McQueen. It's absurd.
Jake, I want to ask you some. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Jake, would you get a 3940 again? Are you on the hunt for one? Do you want one? What's the go? I loved your story. How you
Boy, that's a really, really tough question because I love that watch.
Because I remember you had the brochure, and then you got one, and then eventually you sold it probably to buy a house deposit or something like that. Do you want to get one? Because for me, I never wanted the 3940. I wanted a 5035. That was my annual calendar. And then some bastard came into my house with a acetylene torch, cut into my safe and took it. So I no longer have it. But tell me this, Jake, do you want the 3940 back?
Super chat.
It took me 20 years, I think, to save up the money to buy that watch. Yes. So from the time I fell madly in love with it, and it drove me nuts to no end. I mean, I was obsessed with it, and I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I finally got it. And the weird thing is, when I had it, I pretty much only wore that watch. And I used to play basketball with it.
Yes, you said that. I can't stand that story. Don't!
And I played golf with it, and it held up. No problem. Piece of cake. I miss it though because it was a true dress watch, and to me, that watch is like the epitome of something you'd wear with a black tie.
Yes. Just quickly, I got to grab this Tanzeel $5 vintage subby battle for Jake and Archie. Rolex 5513 Explorer dial versus Rolex Mill sub 5517. I'd have to go 5513 Explorer dial myself. I love that watch.
I go 5517.
Ooh, different. Okay. So tell me this: 3940. Are you getting one again? Are you making plans to get one again?
No, I don't have any immediate plans. But first, let me address the 5517.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the Submariners with the 36 with the Explorer dial.
Yeah.
Because I think it's incongruent to the design language. And having numbers on both the bezel insert as well as the dial, to me, is too busy and conflicting. And obviously the reason why Rolex discontinued that and never really went anywhere with it was because the Art Deco rectangle, circles, and now pyramid are just so much more timeless and elegant. So that's why I go with the 5517, especially with those sword hands, which are just so cool.
Just very quickly there, Jake. I got a fan of mine who's just WhatsApping me like a madman. He says, "Can you ask Jake if he thinks Rolex will ever bring back a triple date moon phase again?" That's the 8171. That was the last one they did, which was the last moon phase before the Cellini reintroduced it in recent history.
No, there's the 6062 was the last one. The 8171 came before the.
Okay. There you go. Yes.
Jake, do you have time for a quick Patek question?
Of course, yeah. But hang on, let me answer the question first, though.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the 8171 was 38 millimeters, so it was unusually large. But Rolex significantly modernized it with a case they called the Super Oyster case.
Yes.
Which was just basically a date-just case. But it was most importantly, it was an oyster, and they dropped it down to 36 millimeters. Yeah. But do I think that they will? God, I hope they do, because it would be incredible. I'd like to see Rolex go head-to-head with Patek. And I also wouldn't be surprised if Rolex bought Patek in the future. Because I think Gary Stern, I think he's just more interested in boats and being out on his boat than he is messing around with watches. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the next decade or so, if Rolex actually bought Patek. But if they don't, if I was the CEO of Rolex, one of the first things I would do is I would go straight after Patek and start making complicated watches again.
Super chat, $5.10 Zeal rare Rolex battle for Jake and Archie. Rolex Space Dweller versus Rolex Bao Day. That's the Vietnamese King's watch.
Yeah,
I'd have to go Rolex Bao Day. Yes.
Yeah,
Did you know, Jake? I actually know the guy who knows the guy who owned that watch. There was a guy in Sydney who owned that watch. He was a collector in Sydney. He used to be an executive for Olivetti. And the guy I know who I used to work for, he actually supplied the vintage Jubilee bracelet, which is on the watch now.
Okay.
We sold it to him.
Right, that's a 6062 with the diamond markers. I'm not a fan of diamond markers personally, but that watch is pretty damn good.
Super chat.
There we go. Super chat from Vintinier, $2. Triple date Rolex would be called the Past Dweller. There we go. The Past Dweller. So Jake, tell me this: you have a big collection yourself? How many watches do you have?
No. I wear an Apple Watch Ultra. Yeah. Well, I've been there, done that, got the T-shirt. I started wearing Rolexes when I was 16.
Yes.
So that was 40 years ago. And I've owned every Rolex, and I've had like the ultimate Rolex harem. And over time, it's like, this is a profound point, Archie, but you know how you were devastated when somebody stole your Rolexes. I don't want to be the target of somebody stealing my watches or whatever. And I don't have anything, Rolexes, when I was young, it was about proving myself to other people and to myself. And now that I'm getting older, I don't have anything to prove to anybody. And frankly, with Apple Watch, as you see with my, I don't know if you can see the, this is like so easy on my eyes. And I don't have bad eyesight, but it's just really easy to see the time. And one of the things that freaks me out is I remember I had a yellow gold Yachtmaster, and the day I got it, I was walking across Market Street in San Francisco with my friend who sold it to me.
Yes.
And he said, "What are you doing? You're sticking your wrist in your pant pocket as we crossed the street." He thought it was funny. And I was like, "Yeah, well, I don't want anybody to see it." And so it's not so much that I'm worried about somebody trying to beat me up or whatever. It's like, I'm worried about losing it or misplacing it or something. So I only have an LV Submariner, which is one of my favorite vintage Rolexes.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, that I wear once in a while. But
hey, we've got a really good super chat for you, Jake. Jake, this is $5. Jake, you're familiar with the Goldberger's Rolex Unicorn Daytona? That was the white gold.
Yes.
Do you think he did a good job restoring it? Parts seem inconsistent to being period correct. What's your opinion?
Well, there's a reason why I never published anything about that watch. Everybody made a big deal out of that watch as if it were like the second coming or whatever, and I didn't even cover it. And, if you read between the lines, you can do the math, you could probably figure out why I didn't cover it.
Yes.
I mean, why do you think I didn't cover it?
Yes, you don't want the heat. You don't want to say anything about it. You don't want to comment. You don't want to be involved in this mess.
Yeah, I mean, it was super jokey. And Jose's article on it, where he called everybody out on it, is hyper accurate. But one thing that Jose didn't go into detail enough on, I don't think, he addressed it in his article about the case, the quote unquote white gold case. But where in God's name did that case come from? It just doesn't jive. It doesn't make sense. And certainly the pushers and the bezel insert, I saw that and I was like, what the hell is going on with this? Wait, what? I don't mind people doing Frankenstein watches. I've seen some really beautiful stuff that people have, they pimped out their ride and customized a Rolex. I have no challenge with that. But but for somebody to put something forward as a vintage piece like that, when there's no basis in reality, and I saw through it right away, and I discussed it with Jose immediately. As a matter of fact, I said to Jose, if I recall correctly, I said, "Man, this thing doesn't add up." And Jose's the guy who goes after. We're talking about Periscope. He's the one. He's got this amazing sixth sense for seeing through stuff. But the split second I saw that, I was like, there's something really wrong about this.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean there. I got to tell you, Jake, I'm with you. I think, I'm actually with this robbery myself there, losing the watches, having them taken forcibly from me. It makes you realize my health, my blood pressure was through the roof. I've actually got to calm the fuck down. I can't let this kill me. You know what I mean? Sometimes you own these things and you don't realize the pain they can cause. And I don't want to be controlled by my possessions. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Because if you do, you're a slave to them. And when I saw that, Paul, when I saw what happened to you, and I heard about that, and I learned, and I was naturally confused initially, and I, dug a little deeper to try and figure out, wait, what happened? And then I saw the whole thing about the safe and stuff.
Yes.
That's all the more reason why I was saying to myself, I don't want to be attached to these things. I mean, it's like a woman. You see a beautiful woman and you say, wow, she's gorgeous. Yeah. But that doesn't mean, you have to be in a relationship with her forever.
You should rent. Renting is always cheaper than buying, guys.
Very quickly there, Tanzeel, $5. Jake, let's air a bit of dirty laundry here. Archie butchered a 5508 small crown subby and made it into a two-tone so that he could flaunt around Brisbane. Now, this is not true. I bought a butchered 5508, which I actually sold to a dealer who restored it. And that was, I bought it for $2,000. I sold it that day for $4,000. And I tell you what, I wish I could fucking have that watch back. That watch was an amazing 37 mil early subs. Fuck, I've only ever had one. and you don't realize it at the time.
Clive, what was your question about the Patek?
Well, it's a technical question about Patek Philippe.
How are you pronouncing it? Are you pronouncing it Patek or Patek? Was it Hodinky always refers to it as the Patek Philippe or something like that?
Patek Philippe.
And I'm the dumb American who pronounces it Patek.
Well, let me help you.
Jake, give me this. Have you got any Pateks in your collection at the moment? Would you add one ever?
No. Well, I had the 3940. Now, here's where I'll share, because I have PatekMagazine.com as well as Rolex Magazine, and I don't update it very often. No. But this whole craze with like the Aquanaut and in particular the whatchamacallit, what is it? The
Nautilus.
Yeah, the Nautilus. So to me, you want to hear something that's going to make your head spin?
Yes.
Sacrosanct. I can't stand those watches.
No, I
They look like they're from the 80s. Yeah. It's like Gerald Genta design or whatever. It looks like a bunch of it looks like a bunch of Seikos from the 80s. And you know how they used to go to New York and they'd have the guys selling fake Rolexes and fake Pateks? When I see them, I want to play whack-a-mole and smash them all because I think they look so stupid. And they're all the rage right now, and everybody and their mother wants one. Like Kevin O'Leary was talking about, it's like it's this Grail watch. And I'm like, it's like a Casio or a Seiko from the 80s. So it's stupid. And
I don't know if Kevin O'Leary really wants one now after that FTX disaster, but
you know what, Jake, you're going to be a lot better with the pronunciation when you learn the trick, which is when speaking French, you must twist your face into the most arrogant, hateful position, and then it will flow. Vacheron et Constantin, Patek Philippe, Aldimar Piguet, and you say it like you're cursing at a homeless bum on the street. That's how that works. And then it'll come out very easily. Patek Philippe. How we do.
Anyway,
JJ, yeah, exactly.
No, that's it's fantastic there. It's Jake, I think I lost a few jobs because I was busted reading your articles at work.
You should sue him.
And
maybe you should sue for lost weight.
Yeah. I remember printing stuff out. I remember it got stuck in the printer because when you print out one of your web pages, it's so fucking long. I think I got into trouble for that a few times. But it's a great source of information. One of the true, I'll be honest with you, Hodinky was always sort of spooky, whereas Jake was genuinely honest and just earthy. And
you're girthy.
Yes. I loved his article on the 3940. That's actually what made me fucking love Patek so much, is your article, how you wanted your 3940. I thought, fuck, I bought the dream. Vintinier, $5. Tell the whole truth. You were busted alt-tabbing from a porn site to Jake's site. Thank you. And Tanzeal, $5. Jake and Archie. I think we've lost Jake there. Rolex Fat Lady versus Rolex Explorer 2, 16550. Cream rail dial. Fuck, Fat Lady's a GMT. I think I'd take the Explorer 2, 16550. Cream dial. Yes, sir.
I got to duck out, guys, but let me tell you what, Rancher, that was amazing getting Jake on. Super knowledgeable guy. That was good on you. Wrangler of the week to the Rancher for getting Jake on.
Wrangler,
I think there might be another reason for Wrangler of the week, but sure.
Well, fair point. Thank you. Congratulations on another week.
Well, you want to hear my secret for getting on?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I don't tell him it's Archie.
Take care, guys.
Man, what a good Rancher. What a fucking nice thing. That is so kind of you to bring on Jake. Right. I love Jake's been one of my heroes for years. I've actually spoken to him a number of years ago. And the other guy who's really cool is Ariel Adams. I love Ariel Adams.
Oh, I need to send some pictures. Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on. So it's
the link,
the mug link is broken.
Thank you so much, man. It's great having you. Okay.
Now, are you no? Are you drinking Moscow Mules?
I'm drinking Pusser's rum.
Nice. In good health. Raise your glass.
Thank you so much, Rancher. It's great to have you on here. And we've got Rodent 3. Rodent number 3 has just jumped on. Hello, Rodent. How are you?
Hey, Arch. You let me on too early. I was hoping to come on after the Rancher had left already.
Oh, okay. Rancher's sort of in limbo. He's leaving.
Well, now I'm going to have to stay on.
Yes, stay on, of course. Pavel, $10. Got to give props to Rancher, Larica Rival, and a good guest. Rancher, I want you to come more on this stream. We want this to be.
You should.
We want you to become. I want you, Rancher, to become back here.
I
fucking love you. Okay, you're a good friend of mine. I'm going to tell you this now.
You need the
Rancher,
Jingleberry.
you're my friend. Fucking, I want you on here. You know, a couple times a week, man. We love you. I love talking watches with you. Just come on, chat, chew the fat.
And I want a back rub from Farrah Fawcett, but I don't think that's going to happen either.
No, I encourage this. I mean, I think, Clivers, I want you to come on as often as possible. And,
because you want to see me suffer.
Yes, and be miserable. And I want Archie's channel.
Come on, Rancher. You know you love it here. You know you love it.
Kind of like I'm getting the best of both worlds.
Come on, you know you love it here, Rancher. We love you, okay?
Hey guys, I gotta cut out. Been fun.
Hey, thank you. Have a Ned light.
Natty light. I'll do it.
Natty light. Thank you.
I'm doing
so much there. Thank you. So, Vin Tignier, what did you think of the show today?
It was good. I mean, it was getting Jake on was
just very quickly. I got a few super chats here. I got to make sure I don't miss these super chats there. Got to give props to Rancher, Larica Rival, and a good guest, Pavel, $10, and we got Tanzil, $5. Jin Tignier, what is the best Archie Eats video of all time? Great Friday Night Live with Clive show.
Good question. I mean, an actual Archie Eats video or an Archie Eating video? Because, I mean, Archie Eating, you have the Christmas buffet, you have the Sukhothai Hotel seafood buffet, you have all the pizza videos, you have the salad live stream, you have the KFC wearing the bucket on the head.
Oh, we got Jake on again. Hey, Jake, how are you?
Oh, it's gotten dark. He's on a secret mission.
I don't know. I don't know if he meant to. I don't know if he meant to come on. We just give him his privacy.
Yeah,
hey, Jake. Good. Yeah, we got you back. You're back again. Yes, we got you back, Jake.
So where were we? We're talking about.
Yes, the fact that I lost my job a few times reading your articles, but I got to tell you, you honestly, you are a survivor. You have persevered. A lot of things have disappeared over the years, Jake. And you remember times? Sorry.
I think we both have, right?
Like my favorite Rolex website used to be called New Turfers. You do remember New Turfers? Turfers was the ultimate Rolex forum. Turfers.
Yeah, I remember it. Of course.
They disappeared. I like Turfers. I used to love Turfers. And I think they were out of Malaysia. I think they were in Malaysia or Singapore. They were based. And
right.
You remember Time Zone and WatchNet? That used to be the forums. That was before YouTube. You know, that was where people would discuss things, wasn't it? Really. It's sort of it's kind of.
I remember it well. Yeah. I mean, I was a big.
Sorry.
It's kind of what.
I got to tell you, those forums were kind of
stuff really well.
I don't know if you ever remember, there was a collector, a really big collector on Time Zone. He did a lot with Patek, and he also was the moderator on the Zenith forum. And that was Donut. Do you ever remember a guy called Donut?
No, I don't.
Yeah, because he had a Jim Hortons. That's why they called him Donut, because he had that coffee shop, and he died in his 50s. At 50 or something. It's fucking terrible. You think, oh my god, he had the most beautiful collection of stuff, and it makes you realize, Jake, it's very fleeting. All this stuff is fleeting. You know, even when we think things we're going to have it for a long time, we don't.
Exactly. And your number's up, your number's up, right?
Yeah, exactly. Houdinki, he's turned his business into a multi-million-dollar empire. How about yourself, Jake? Would you sell out to the big boys?
No. I mean, you know, the difference in between Houdinki and RolexMagazine.com is, as you mentioned, Houdinki is a commercial enterprise. And I think it's owned by, I think LVMH is a major shareholder in Houdinki. Is my understanding, and a lot of people criticize them, saying that it's a press release house for LVMH. But they also have their business where they're a watch reseller and so forth, where I'm just the ultimate Rolex fanboy. And what I'm really a fan of more than anything is Rolex's history. Like I'm madly in love with unearthing and documenting Rolex's history. That's my obsession. And I'm a fan of Houdinki. You know, I read Houdinki, but frankly, my favorite part of Houdinki are the comments, reading what people write about the stories more than I typically enjoy the stories themselves.
Yeah. I've actually had this conversation with Ariel Adams, and he said the problem is the space that he's in. If he says anything too critical, he won't get any more watches to review. He's got to be very careful how he says things. You know what I mean?
So you want to hear something really funny that you wouldn't expect to hear? So when Rolex invited us, it was called the Big Four, which included James Dowling. So it was Ben Clymer from Houdinki, Ariel Adams from, I think Ben, I don't know if it was a blog to watch or a blog to read. I can't remember. And of course, me from Rolex Magazine. Rolex invited us to be the first journalists to tour all 4 Rolex facilities in Switzerland. And so we were there together for days. And as you could imagine, on many levels, you know, it was amazing. But the most fascinating aspect of it to me was watching the communication in between Ben Clymer and Ariel Adams, or the lack thereof, because the entire time we were together, I saw them speak on 2 separate occasions. One of them responded to the other one in like a brief sentence only. And it was the damnedest, strangest thing, because they were, I think at the time, they were really kind of competitors, because they're very similar in the sense that they're both generalists. You know, but they just don't, you know, they were like oil and water. They didn't seem to be fans of each other. And the funny thing is, so we're in a van with, you know, the Rolex executives going from factory to factory. And we're having all these fascinating conversations, which were really interesting, just to get to know everybody on a personal level. It was really, really interesting. But yeah, they just didn't seem to get along very well. And the funny thing is, I said to both of them, independent of each other, in other words, when we talked, we weren't, the 3 of us weren't together. So I said to Ariel separately from Ben, I asked them both the same question, and I said, so are you a fan of Jake's Rolex World? And ironically, they both gave me the same answer. They both said, independent of each other, they said, oh yeah, you know, I don't really have time to read it because I'm so busy publishing, but occasionally, you know, I'll do a Google search and I'll end up on it. And then they said to me, how about you? And I said, yeah, I'm a huge fan of yours. I read you every day since day one. You know, I'm a fan. you know, and to not be on top of what's going on in the watch world, you know, I mean, I've watched you from day one as well, and been a fan of yours.
Hey, thank you so much there, Jake.
Oh yeah, and we've talked a bunch of times in the past.
Yeah, we have talked a couple of times, and I always got a lot of respect for you there, because you are the original. You know, realistically, in watch journalism, you went and did it when it was fucking hard. And the hardest thing is to keep doing it. Keep doing it. So many people, so many sites and things have come and gone there. John Galt, Jake, any update on the release of your Rolex books? There we go. John Galt is asking the question.
Yeah, so this much I can promise you. When you see them, your mind and everybody's mind will be completely blown. And I mean completely. And the reason why is Rolex's history as it existed when I came into this game 15 years ago was almost non-existent. There was James Delling's book, The Best of Times. But the truth is, if you take every book ever written in the history of the world about Rolex, and every newspaper article, every magazine article, they're a joke. All the books that exist out there are super jokey at best. And none of them capture Rolex's true history. And Rolex's true history, which I'm privy to and aware of, is mind-numbing. It is so incredible. And really, it's the story of this entrepreneur, Hans Wilsdorf, who created one of the most successful brands in the history of the world. And certainly the most reputable. So I'm taking my time with these 12 volumes because they're more like an encyclopedia of Rolex. But I'm taking my time because I want to make sure that I dot every I and cross every T, and that I don't miss anything. So I'm planning, to roll out the volume 1, hopefully, if I can get it together by the end of this quarter, and then roll them out on an ongoing quarterly basis, if possible. It's all kind of up in the air. There's also, I have a few surprises, so depending on how things work out, they might come out a little bit later, actually. But here's the promise I'll make. When you see them, when people read these books, everybody's jaw will be on the floor, because Rolex's history is not what it's ever been purported to be. It's 1,000 times deeper and 1,000 times more fascinating.
Tanzil, $5. Huge thanks to Jake from Rolex Magazine for hopping on. We'd love to see more of Jake and talk Rolex. Would Jake consider coming on in the future?
Yeah. So I just built a studio, a super beautiful studio with. Remember the poster I sent you?
Yes. I'll tell you something.
Yeah, you too, Clyde. I sent you and Clyde, both of you guys, the Rolex poster.
Yes, Panorite. Yes,
what
beautiful.
What did you do with those posters?
I've still got it, actually. I've got it here. Yes.
Well,
yes,
where is it, dude?
I gotta put it up. I gotta be honest with you. I'm just rebuilding the studio after this burglary because they really caused a lot of damage.
Listen to me, Archie. Listen to me. Look, I'm read all the scriptures. I've read the Rolex scriptures. I've read them all.
Thank you, Powie.
Hundreds of thousands of years I've been studying it. It's for classy people with sophistication like me. They've been trying to bring people like me into the fold.
So, Jake, I want to say a big thank you for coming on, man. It's been an absolute pleasure. That's his comic. He runs a comic thing. He comes on and screams for 30 seconds. Powie. He's just a mythical guest who comes on and gives us HR advice there. But Jake, I want to say thank you so much for coming on, man. It's really fantastic. I'd love to get you on again. I will send you some links. Look, I don't want to overbomb you, but if you want to come on, man, I am happy to discuss any topics you want. I'd love to have you. You're a fantastic. I've been a great fan of yours for years, and what I love most about you is that you're a real person in the sense that, you know, with the Houdinki, I get the feeling with him he's kind of, you know, I've never actually spoken to Ben. Okay, I've never spoken to Ben, but I get the impression, you know, he's a bit aloof. Like James Dowling is a bit aloof, right? But with you and Ariel Adams, just down to earth, good guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know what's so interesting, Paul, is that what you and I have in common, and one of the reasons I've been a big fan of yours for many years, as well as Mark's and Clyde's, is basically the one thing we all have in common is we all psychoanalyze Rolex to the nth degree.
Yes.
And I find the psychoanalysis to be super, super fascinating, especially with like what Mark does. You know, I love how Mark psychoanalyzes everything, and you as well. And I think people, you know, I think that's what people love. And as I mentioned, you know, I built this studio, so I'd be happy to come on your show and, you know, have you guys on my show.
Hey, we'd love to, man. We'd love to.
Yeah, fun and psychoanalyze Rolex to the nth degree, because it's a super fascinating subject topic.
Man, that's fantastic. I can tell you this. I would love to do more work with you, Jake. I'm going to wrap this show up now. I'm going to transfer my audience to the dungeon. Jake, thank you so much. And we'll work together more, okay?
All right.
Thank you so much there, man. Thank you so much.
All right.
There we go, guys. That's the show for today. I'm just going to transfer this audience over to the dungeon, and we will continue in a bit more casual kind of format there. So, guys, that is what is happening. What else can I say there today, guys? We've had a lot of fun. We had some really interesting guests. We had Clivers. We had Jake. This is a guard in the Jake. This is a guard in the watch space. He really is. He's been one of my heroes, and I don't say that lightly. Meeting Jake is probably, talking to Jake is probably on par with meeting Terry Stern. These are the heroes. Ariel Adams, Jake, Terry Stern. That's probably the big three I wanted to meet. And I wouldn't mind talking to Ben Clymer once, but I don't think he likes it when I mispronounce his name. He's a bit funny about that. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. There we go.